Little more smart, little less physical.
And don't look now, Bryce, but they have 7 points, which is 2 away from the lead, only 4 away from the title. Anything can happen.
This could be anyone's game at this point. Oh, heartbreak touch on that one. Better look out again. We got Loitza Ferraris in square 4 again. Look to the other teams to try to communicate how to get them out. And looking to Nathan Harlan on do the Harlan shake, putting the ball down, getting them out.
Well, Team V in with 3 points currently. They're serving in the 4 square. Impressive.
Unable to stay in that 4 square. Not seeing a whole lot from Team V right now. They really got to change things.
How about reigning champs? They're back. Hannah Friend with the serve. She keeps it alive as James Lenahan gets the point.
Sending do the Harlem shake to the back of the line.
7 points for the reigning champs. They're 2 away from the lead.
Oh, just like that, there's another point for reigning champs.
Reigning champs now with 8. 3 away from the title. It's getting close here.
Hannah Friend coming from Huntington Beach, and we got James Lenahan coming from Hermosa Beach.
It's anyone's game, Bryce, at this point. Crunch time, to say the least.
Absolutely. The slightest mistake could be the point of $5,000, Harry. We are paying for some big money right now.
Such a great example of why CrossNet's great. We have 5 teams playing, 10 athletes out here, players still smiling, and it's an intimate setting here, and the fans are getting into it as well.
Absolutely. And Nathan Harlan. That's what you call a six-pack, Harry, when you hit the ball in someone's face. He is known for doing that. That is his 3rd six-pack of this match.
Well, there's no question he is a force.
When it comes to hitting the ball hard, Nathan knows how to do it.
One-hit wonder in the 4 square. They have 7 points, and they're still alive. And there you go. Now they have 8. 8 points for one-hit wonder. They're 3 away. And now it's 9.
Oh my.
So we're tied at 9 points for the lead with Loitza Ferrari and one-hit wonder. Remember, we play reigning champs as well, so it's a 3-way tie. And just like that, it's match point, championship point.
We got game point, just like I told you. Don't count this team out. One-hit wonder, proving why they need to be here. And with the opportunity to score and win.
And there it is.
We have an overcall.
And that is it. One-hit wonder takes care of business. An overcall on the final point for their 11th point as they take the championship. A look at the final scoreboard. One-hit wonder 11. Reigning champs 9. Loitza Ferrari 9. Team V has 3. And Do the Harlan Shake had 2. What an amazing championship. Absolutely fantastic effort here. So there it is. The championship goes to one-hit wonder Alex Hart-Holler and Corinne Quigley. They are your winners, getting the 11th point. And that wraps it up from us here in Southern California. For the rest of the staff and everyone at CrossNet, I'm Harry Chickma for Bryce Paxson. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.
at Mohegan Sun Casino Resort in Connecticut. It's a fine facility that has seen many heavyweight hitters play to big crowds. Tonight, perhaps the most dominant performer in his field will show his stuff here at the Wolf Den. It's the Professional Arm Wrestling Conference World Arm Wrestling Championships, and an all-time superstar is primed for action. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside John Bergeson, and we're going to see a super heavyweight title handed out tonight. John Berzink is lined up to capture it. He's the Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan of this sport. Now, John, at some point, the superstar is going to pass the torch and ride off into the sunset, but it doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon.
You know, Joe, you're correct with that. This guy is genetically born to arm wrestle. He has got muscles in places that most people don't. And is he going anywhere soon? I don't think so. This guy right now doesn't even have anybody that's even close to him.
He is indeed Mr. Untouchable. John Berzink, untouchable in this super heavyweight division. He was the winner of the real over-the-top tourney back in 1986. And watch the ease by which he advanced through the prelims today. Garrett Stepsis got a taste of Berzink's brilliance.
You know, when you see the ease that John beats this guy, you got to understand this guy is a brute.
Among the other super heavies was Sean Freeman from Queens, New York. Sean was off to a good start against Eric Guevin. That's Sean with his back to us, Guevin with the goatee.
You notice this match here, Eric slips and it's below 45 degrees. It's an automatic win for Sean.
Let's go back to Big John Berzink, this time facing the former archer, Todd Hutchins. Could Todd find the bullseye on Berzink?
Last year, John went down to the 198 pounds just to face Todd. They had a war, but it's not going to happen today.
Right there.
Hutchins was thought to be the toughest competition for Berzink in this tournament. But as you can see here in the prelims, that hardly was the case. 42-year-old from Salt Lake City, Berzink making quick work of his opponents. Back to a battle of the big men. Sean Freeman now facing Pete Milano.
Pete is a seasoned arm wrestler, and look for him to do well in this tournament today.
Slip grip, so they would end up wrapping up the strap.
Putting him in the strap is going to give the stronger man the advantage.
Both you guys are bearing each other's knuckles. You want that? All right, guys. Both you guys bring your shoulders in.
Squaring up the shoulders, referee's command.
Do that again. You first, big man. Do it again. A little bit more. Come on, I got to have this roll first. And
They're fighting for position here. It's so important on the start.
I need a little right here. Back here.
Who's the naturally stronger man here between Freeman and Milano?
I'd have to give that to Milano. Now, Milano's a little outside here, and that hurt him.
Sean Freeman gets the win. So the native of Queens, New York, was feeling like a king early on. He had the win against Eric Guevin and then defeated Pete Milano. So we advance to an elimination match. Both one-loss competitors, Eric Guevin and Todd Hutchins, squaring off.
Today, Eric needed some luck in order to defeat Todd Hutchins.
And that's exactly what he received. It was an elbow foul that advanced Eric Guevin. Now, our final prelim of this super heavyweight division pitted Pete Milano against Eric Stepsis.
Boy, in this early on in the tournament, this is not where they wanted to be. They're both in a hook in the center of the table. Pete is going to have to get closer to his body.
A never-ending war.
This is unusual in arm wrestling to see a match go on this long.
John, what do you think the reason was they got into this position where it was going on this long?
Well, Pete Pete's arm is too far out, and this guy has got all the advantage. See how close he is to him? And, you know, just pure leverage.
But yet not enough advantage to earn the win.
You know, and it just goes to show the power that Pete has. This guy's in close, and he's got all the leverage against him.
Pete Milano, Eric Stepsis, both heavyweights were searching and trying to find a way to pull this off.
Boy, at this point, their arms had to have been burning. This is a grueling match, and the last thing they want to do at this point is have an elbow foul.
But that was exactly what would take place. So they would have to regrip and go again, but not before a little maintenance work, John.
Boy, you can see right there, their arms filled with blood, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to get some of that swelling out of their arms so they can feel their hands and compete at a top level.
So it was on the line again. Who could advance to the Final Four of the super heavyweights? Who could take a swing at big John Berzink?
And as you can see there, Pete was not fooling around this time.
So Peter Milano advances over Stepsis, and it set up a Final Four that would look this way. Unblemished and hardly breaking a sweat was John Berzink. The rest of the group battle-tested, especially Pete Milano after that grinding war. Coming up, it is the Final Four and the ultimate challenge, trying to unseat the king of the heavyweights. The famed Tuscany Waterfall Bar at Mohegan Sun. Most of the time, it is the place to see and be seen. But tonight, that place at this grand resort is the Wolf Den. That's where the best arm wrestler in the world will be challenged by this man, Big Sean Freeman. Freeman will be taking on world champion John Berzink. And Freeman's now experiencing what so many have said is the worst part of pulling against Berzink, the anticipation of it. Here's how Freeman sees the task at hand.
Well, my next matchup right-handed is with John Berzink, and he's the best in the world. I never arm wrestled with him before, but the chances of me winning against him may be slim, but I'm going to give it my all. I originally just told myself when I came here I wanted to place in the top 3, and I'm here now, so I felt like I accomplished a lot.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident that I'll be victorious today. I mean, I know the competition. I know all of the competition of the great arm wrestlers throughout the world. And you know, Todd Hutchins maybe had a shot. I didn't know how strong he would be, but after my first prelim match, I think I'm going to be able to escape today without any flaws.
There really is no strategy. Just think of a move and try to initiate it. If you can pull it off, great. If you can't, next time.
It is not often you hear one pro athlete concede so much to another, but such is the case when you are talking very truthfully the way Freeman described this matchup with that man, John Berzink. Berzink won his first money tournament 24 years ago at age 18. His father was a pro arm wrestler, and he picked up all the technique and skill very early in life.
You know, one of John's attributes is he's got a big, strong hand, and you're going to see him try to wrap his hand around the back of Sean. Now, Sean probably outweighs John, could be by 100 pounds, I would think. But watch John's technique in this.
I find it so interesting just to see his technique in setting the grip because he's a very referee-friendly arm wrestler. No major issues here, John.
That's right. The referees like to set up John. He'll set up real easy.
Give me a little bit this way.
The consummate pro, the ultimate technician, and the best in the biz. John Berzink, Sean Freeman, ready for action.
Give me a little bit. Don't move. Ready, go!
Right there, Sean got off the mark first. John absorbed the entire hit for an easy win.
He caught and then he gave, and John Berzink advances. And he's so casual about it.
Right here, watch this with John. Right there, Sean just hit him with everything he had. John stops him with that tremendous forearm that he has and just easily pulls him down.
John Berzink advances. You know, it's funny. He reminds me of almost watching another superstar, LaDainian Tomlinson in the NFL. He scores touchdowns so easily and just hands the ball to the referee. Berzink makes it look like he's there all day long.
Absolutely. He just one piece. It's like a big old chunk of steel, and he goes down to that pad.
Effortless, the key word in describing John Berzink. And one loss, the tag now on Sean Freeman. He cannot afford another. As is the case with our next matchup of our Final Four. Eric Wevin, we saw him earlier. He split a pair of matches in the prelims. He will be facing Pete Milano. Double elimination. The next one with a loss is out. John, does that weigh heavily on their minds, the fact that they already have a loss?
You bet, Joe. They both have a loss, and at this point, one more loss, they are out of the tournament.
Eric Wevin trying to focus in. For Pete Milano, he has to be feeling the pain of his earlier battles, but pain's the name of the game in this sport, and the ability to deal with that pain is a very, very important facet to your success.
Like, how big a role does it play?
It plays a huge role. Injuries, pain, daily, weekly. Some injuries put you out for a year, 2 years. Some guys have never come back from injuries.
How bad does the pain get, and what does it feel like? What kind of pain are we talking about?
Anything from a dull ache to a severe tingling pain to having to get surgery done on your arm and just surgery pain and just escalates from there.
How bad and excruciating can the pain be in arm wrestling?
Bad enough where you almost feel like you broke a bone, but you didn't. It can get very painful. On a scale from 1 to 10, it's about a 12.
Well, the pain has to be put aside for the moment because it is time to go at it again. Based on what you've seen today with these two, John Bergeson, who do you like here?
Well, I like Eric, and I'll tell you why. If Eric stays out of the hook with Pete, I think it's going to be an easy win for him. Eric has got a huge hand, and it gives him an advantage. Pete is good inside, and he's just strong as an ox. And if Eric stays out of that power, he'll win. Right there, right into the top roll for an easy win.
Let me ask you this, John. Did Pete Milano just have too much taken out of him from the previous matches, or was this a case of Eric just being the superior puller?
Well, I think there was a combination of two. I think Eric knew he didn't want to go inside with Pete, and I think Pete was pretty well beat up from those, grinders that he had.
Another look at Eric Wevin's victory over Pete Milano, a win that now eliminates Big Pete Milano. So Eric Wevin moves onward in this super heavyweight test, double elimination, but nobody has come even close to one time of slowing down John Berzink. So the PAC World Championship super heavyweight bracket now looks like this. Berzink unblemished. Wevin and Freeman advance for another semifinal match. They both have a loss. There is the best in the biz. But can one of these two titans of the table find a way? You will find out when we return to Mohegan Sun. Uncasville, Connecticut, home to one of the world's plushest casino resorts, and on this day, the Mohegan Sun is home to the PAC World Arm Wrestling Championships and the semifinals of the super heavyweight division. It has been a solid road to this point for Eric Wevin, but to advance to the next level, he has to avenge his earlier loss to Sean Freeman.
And what Eric's going to have to do here in order to get through Sean is last time he went right into Sean's power, right into a hook. You can see in the last match that Eric had, he top rolled the guy. He used his height advantage and his hand size and strength in order to defeat his opponent.
Eric Wevin focusing in on the task at hand.
I can't tell you how important it's going to be for Eric not to feed into a hook with Sean. If he does, it's going to be trouble.
Sean Freeman has the confidence of knowing his first win of the day came against Wevin. He also defeated Pete Milano, and he also has that physical presence. John Bergeson, these are two very, very big men, NFL offensive line-like big men, but you can't forget the fact that even with that size, they still have speed.
That's right, Joe. If you're wondering where the beef's at, it's right there. But also, these guys are as fast as they can be. And Eric has got to use his height and his hand in order to defeat Sean. Look for Eric to immediately go on top and try to get Sean's fingers in order to win.
Give me square shoulders.
You can see here they're both kind of testing each other's power, and Eric is set up to go on top.
Ready, go! Oh!
Refs looking at each other. Do we have a call? We do indeed.
Yeah.
Early start on Sean Freeman.
I didn't see it.
It appears that Sean's elbow came up. It was so fast. Look down under Sean's elbow. Yeah, it came up, definitely. Good call by Keith Michelle.
It's interesting to see the refs look at each other, and one of the referees actually said to the other, you know, I didn't see it, but you got to trust your partner's call, and thus the call goes against Sean Freeman. So now he's on the brink. He cannot afford another foul, John.
Sean is going to have to plant his elbow, or he's going to lose this match. These referees are going to look for this now. He's already elbow fouled once. And if Eric can take Sean's hit and cause him to elbow foul again, he'll win this match.
So as if the double elimination pressure isn't enough, now the potential double foul pressure exists for Sean Freeman.
Don't move. All right, now just straighten him out. Easy, easy. Wait for me. Wait for me. Go. Ready, go! Stop. That's an early start.
Are they calling another early start?
Okay. That's 2 fouls. No, that's a foul and a warning.
Well, they got to take their sweet time to talk this over.
It looked to me like there was an elbow foul.
Okay, so that's 2 fouls. 2 fouls. Foul. That's a win.
That's it. That's it. You heard it. 2 fouls declared. What a strange way to advance to the finals. But Eric Gwevin will take it. Sean Freeman is out.
Okay, you can see right here, Eric is setting up. He's being very careful to plant his elbow. Sean is not. Right there, you can see that big hop from Sean. The referee catches it, and he's out. Right there. See that elbow hop?
So Sean Freeman walks off disappointed. Never even got into the match. 2 fouls and he's gone. Eric Gwevin will be going up against John Berzink. He has taken the road less traveled. But they both have arrived to this, a spot Eric never thought he would be seeing. Berzink, Gwevin in your super heavyweight finals.
I didn't expect to make it this far, I'll be honest with you. I just came to get rid of some frustration. My mother passed away from cancer last week. I just had to get out, so yeah. If I make it to another one, I'll be happy.
The fans are toasting to the top. John Berzink has gone over the top. Now he looks to sit on top when we return. The PAC World Arm Wrestling's top prize at Mohegan Sun. John Berzink is on course to claim it. He seems unbeatable. What kind of arm wrestler would it take to unseat Berzink?
It's a lot of dedication. I mean, you're going to have to be dedicated. You're going to first have to be a young individual that is trained by somebody that knows the sport at an early age, have tons of potential and genetic ability, and then have been competing for the last 25 years.
Tell me how good John Berzink is.
He's the best. He's my idol, always will be. I have others that aren't here tonight. I've always looked up to him. He's the best, by far.
What makes him so great? Every single aspect of his game, genetics, talent?
Form, everything. I mean, he's got the speed down. Endurance is just insane. When he goes against the guys over in Poland, these guys are big enough to move houses, and he'll send them home crying.
Mohegan Sun has hosted heavyweight world title fights throughout its recent glory days. Tonight, home to a different kind of heavyweight title. Berzink versus Gwevin for the PAC World Arm Wrestling top prize. Very interesting, John Bergeson, to hear Eric Gwevin's take on John Berzink. He respects him, but you don't want to respect your opponent too much when you're about to face him.
You know, Joe, I've had a chance to arm wrestle John Berzink, and it's always an honor. But respecting him, it's almost impossible not to see what this guy can do, what he's been through. He goes all over the world defending his title.
Berzink says that most guys prefer a specific technique. and Berzink feels he has the ability to do everything, that he analyzes his opponents and attacks their weaknesses. With that in mind, John Bergeson, what is Eric Wevin's weakness that will be exploited?
Well, he's going to be lacking in horsepower. John is, I believe John will just take his hit and feel where Eric's going to go and just, capitalize on Eric's mistakes.
John Berzink, so many titles, so many honors through the years. Now at 42 years old, trying to claim another world championship.
Don't move here. John, look right here. Ready, go!
Yeah, right there. John has just taken everything Eric's got, and he's holding him in a hook, and that's, to John's advantage.
And then he does that. He just makes that decision that he's going to win, and he does so.
Absolutely. There's no other person in the world that can do that.
John Berzink, world champion yet again. Here's a look at it.
You're going to watch this. John, being the powerhouse that he is, he's going to take all of Eric's hit right there. He's going to look at it. When he decides he's going to pull Eric down, he will. And this is for the world championship.
John Berzink detailed a 4-year stretch where he struggled with bad elbow tendonitis, but he says in the last year and a half it is healed up. Boy, I don't know that he's ever looked stronger, John Bergeson.
He looks very strong, no question about it. And Eric is a big, strong individual. He just has his hands full here with John Berzink. And, Joe, you can see that John is feeling Eric out. He's going to see which way he's going to go, and when the time is right, he's going to pull him down.
John Berzink, who enjoys riding motorcycles in the summer, enjoys riding snowmobiles in the winter, and enjoys riding his opponents right out of the arena all year long. That's what he did to Eric Wevin. Let's take a look at the final standings for the PAC World Championships in the super heavyweight division. Gwevin advanced past Freeman, but then suffered his second loss to the champ.
It's hard to compete against guys that you haven't pulled in a while because you don't really know where their strengths are. So now with Sean Freeman, I knew he was strong inside, so I tried to maintain the top roll, keep his hand flat, and just use my arm strength to the side to power him down. Eric Wevin, I know he's a real strong top roller. He likes to get, flex that forearm and hand and get the hand advantage. So I grabbed him a little bit lower on the wrist and turned it in arm to arm, and then it's my world. So he's in trouble when I'm able to do that.
It was pretty tough. It was something like I never expected. I think he took it easy on me today, but I know he did. I don't think he's got some severe power in that.
A learning experience for Gwevin, another trophy for the trophy case of John Berzink. Hope you enjoyed the World Championships here from Mohegan Sun. The proceeding has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For John Bergeson, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.
a wild child, wide open for a country mile. Never made any future plans. Flew around those traffic jams, always searching for something new. Out there in the wild blue, baby, I never knew you'd be the wall I'd run into. I'm still running, baby.
From Emerson, Arkansas, I am Frank Mazzola, along with Mike and Siglil. We're here at the 2021 Rototiller Racing Championship. Mike, how about the weather today?
Yeah, Frank, it's a beautiful day in Emerson, 91 degrees. Wind south-southeast at 6 miles an hour. Humidity at 87%, but feels like 1,000. Forecast high today of 91 degrees.
That definitely is going to play an effect on the racers here today with their ability crossing the line. Let's talk about Lance Smith. The champion returns here. What do you think about him coming back today?
Well, Lance looks ready. He's got his guns. Looks like he's been working out. And I heard he's been conditioning his hair, so he will be wearing a do-rag instead of a baseball cap. So we'll see how that plays out.
We'll be right back for the start of the 2021 Rototiller races. In the flower pot division, Ryan Leaks versus Gabriela Pineda. Ryan Leaks in lane 1.
Gabriela Pineda, lane 2.
So, Mike, what are you looking for in this race?
I like Gabriela. She's already looking down at Rye, sizing up her component.
They sure start them off young here in Arkansas. Here we are, they're gone. Gabriela, big lead. She takes that race. Still going way past the winning mark.
She is enjoying it. Like the smile.
And she takes that heat. See on this replay here, in the rain, Gabriela just jumped out in the lead from the start. She treated him, and we're going into the youth stock division. Ryan Leaks versus Hannah Massey. What do you like in this one?
Well, Rye Leaks, he's got to be a little tired here going into the second race.
Well, I think he went off and had some juice box crackers and maybe watched a few cartoons.
Now, is that Hannah?
Here we go, Ryan Leaks. Oh, he's going off to the right. He's pulling to the right. Hannah Massey, she's just going straight up.
Rye got to keep that tiller in the dirt.
I don't know how the judges are going to call this. Ryan Leaks went Rota instead of Rototillin. He just went Rota. He's asking right now. They're looking at him. There you see the tiller part, not in the dirt, and it's pulling to the right. He had to start pedaling it right there. And Hannah just went straight down the middle, kept Rototilling. So I think Hannah's going to win that, and she wins the youth division. Here's a word from Hannah.
Well, I only raced one time with it, and it was good. I got first place youth stock, and yeah. No, he just asked me, and then I tried it out, and then I liked it.
That's great information from Hannah. I didn't understand a word she said. Going to the flower pot division finals, Payson Dotson versus Gabrielle Pineda. Payson in lane 2. Gabrielle in lane 1. Gabriella's eyeing Payson over there in lane 2. There's the tree. They're off. Green lights. Payson looking over at Gabriella. She's got a big lead, Payson.
Payson's not.
She's eating dirt.
Payson, in the game.
Oh, she took that by about 2 car lengths. Payson didn't waste no time. You see right here on the replay, just digging in the dirt, looking over, giving a look. And she wins the flower pot division. Here's a word from Payson.
My win was amazing. I had the best time of my life. And all I was here for is to have fun.
I'm going to run solo here. Renee Leaks returning after a 20-year retirement to compete in honor of her son. Way to go, Renee. She's shaking her head. That humidity has got to be brutal out there.
Moving on to the women's modified stock division, Brianna Smith versus Alita Smith. A lot of Smiths here, Mike.
Yeah.
Kind of Smithed out.
It's a close-knit community, kind of like the Johnsons.
Brianna Smith in lane 1, Alita Smith in lane 2.
We're stepping it up a notch.
So this is the winner's bracket so far. Both of them are undefeated. Quick jump there by Brianna, and they're off. The lights go green, and Alita Smith taking off when she saw Brianna jump, and Alita Smith in a little bit of a lead here. Oh, quick tip by a tiller. She took it by a tiller. See a replay, you see Brianna Smith jump right there, Mike.
Yeah, I think that's what messed her up. I think at that point she was apprehensive, and being there was, as they would say in drag racing, no red line.
So Alita Smith took advantage of it, got a big jump, but Brianna Smith closed the gap. Going on to the next part of the bracket here with the Alita Smith in the undefeated bracket, meaning that Brianna Smith has to beat her twice to be the women's modified rototiller champion.
And they're going to switch lanes up, I see.
All right, Brianna Smith in lane 2. Alita Smith in lane 1. Here we go, the finals. Women's Modified Rototilling Championship. Alita Smith trying to close the gap on Brianna. Brianna, big jump. She's going to win this by about a car length. It all comes down to one match. You see the replay. Brianna Smith just taking the victory by about a car length. Here we go, the final race. Alita Smith and Brianna Smith. This one takes the championship for the women's modified stock division.
Now I noticed Brianna, the gold digger, switching it up. We've got a different tiller here for her.
Brianna Smith in lane 1, Alita Smith in lane 2. It's for all the marbles.
Alita's still sporting that green machine, Pony Express.
See the Christmas tree right there. They're off and tilling. Alita Smith with a little bit of a lead. Brianna Smith closes the gap and takes the lead. And Brianna Smith wins it. Eating dirt and all, she takes it 2 victories in a row. Here's the replay. Brianna got treed off the line from Alita and just closed the gap and took the lead. So Brianna Smith wins the women's modified stock division.
Well, my win this year, it was not easy to get at all. I had to work my way to get there. It wasn't easy. I had to switch tillers because one of my people on my team, the tiller broke down. So when I switched, it was to a lower graded tiller where it was not as fast or as accurate as the other one. So I had the second race that I did lose by 0.2 seconds. And so the third race, it gave me a chance to redeem myself to bring it back up.
Back here at the Purple Hall P Festival for the Rototiller World Championship Men's Super Mod, Wesley Wilson versus Lance Smith. Here's the champ back, Lance Smith in lane number 2, Wesley Wilson in lane 1. So we're going to see who gets treed off the line here. There's the green light. Wesley Wilson got a little bit of a lead there. Oh, Wesley Wilson beats Lance Smith in the first race by about 10 feet there, Mike.
That was pretty tight all the way down. I'm not sure if possibly the longer hair was working as a parachute to slow him down.
Looks like Lance Smith had his tiller bouncing there. Next race in the men's Super Mod division, Blake Hansen versus the unknown tiller. The unknown tiller in lane 2 and Blake Hansen in lane 1. They're off and running. Blake Hansen pulling to the right a little bit. He's got a huge lead. Oh, almost hit the hay bale. Blake Hansen was just jogging down there, and he still wins it. Unknown tiller moves to the 1-loss bracket. Blake Hansen had to pedal it right there, but he still came out with a mile lead over the unknown tiller.
Handling a rototiller takes skill.
Moving on to the men's modified stock division. Lance Till Dog Smith taking on the unknown tiller. Each tiller has 1 loss. This is lane 2, the unknown tiller. Lance Smith in lane 1. They're off. Lance Smith eating a lot of dirt, but a big lead. Straight down the middle.
Grip your bars and run. Well done, Lance. I wonder if the rain's giving a little bit more traction now.
There you have it, Lance Smith by a mile. About 10 buses if he could have fit him in there. The unknown tiller, I think he stopped for a drink.
Stopped for something unknown.
And Lance Smith just kept it straight down the middle.
Lance redeemed himself. He's looking back. He said, hey, it's got nothing to do with this do-rag.
Till Dog Smith gets the victory, knocking the unknown tiller out. Quickest way home is 2 losses there, Mike.
Is that how it works? I thought the quickest way home was a bus ticket.
Moving back to the winners division. Men's Super Modified division. Wesley digging in the dirt Wilson taking on Blake Trax Hansen. Wesley Wilson in lane 1. In lane 2, Blake Hansen.
Gramps Cough Medicine.
That's his rototiller. Both races are ready. Oh, something's going on with Wesley's tiller there. Just died. Seems like he revved it up and it died. Got his pit crew out there right now.
Take a look at the turbo.
Usually you have a bunch of guys just looking at it, not doing anything. That's the circumstances we're under right here.
Yeah, I don't like the
Another
way
guy
he's
jumping from the stage just to look at it. Here's a replay. He just revved it up. See Grandpa in the back there?
Yeah, don't pull up on the throttle. Hold up.
He's telling him, hey, I just touched the gas there. Nothing happened. You're supposed to be my pit crew. Get this thing running.
Yeah, if he's anything like my daddy, you're doing exactly what I told you not to do.
Wesley Wilson, a little bit ticked off at his pit crew right now because he'll be knocked out if he can't qualify here to race.
Well, at least this guy knows what to do.
Another guy coming over to look it over. Another guy in a T-shirt. We got a bunch of guys, the pit crew looking it over. Now we got serious business when a guy in overalls comes over.
Yeah, I think he
He come over in his work clothes. He was just out on the farm.
I think he was telling him you're not pulling up on a 45-degree angle. There we go. Hold on. See? 45. I think they need to talk to the guy in the leather vest back there.
Well, that will do it. You're getting the cutthroat from the pit crew. We'll move on to the next race here.
I think that means she's dead.
So that will do it for Wesley Wilson. He'll be knocked out because he couldn't race. Not his fault. He has a bad pit crew. Moving on to the men's Super Mod division. Blake Hansen versus Lance Smith. Lance Smith, with one loss, has to beat Blake Hansen twice in order to win the 2021 World Rototiller Championship.
Blake Hansen's Gramps cough syrup. I was just told that that's in honor of his grandfather who ran the first rototiller races 30 years ago using that machine.
Lance Smith in lane 2 comes out with some swagger, bringing his rototiller up to the line. Both racers are ready. They're off. Green light. Blake Hansen pulling to the right. Oh, Blake Hansen hits a hay bale, and Lance Smith takes it to the victory. Lance Smith is pumped up. Going to have to check here on Blake Hansen. Looks like he took a pipe to the neck. He had to start pedaling it. As you see it pulling it to the right. Boom, hit that hay bale.
Right into the hay bale jersey barrier.
So you see that right handlebar come up. Oh! Left him a hickey on his neck.
Right shoulder. I wonder if they'll give him some Grandpa's cough medicine here.
Here you see from our aerial view. Another replay from another angle. Boom, he just had to start pedaling it. Couldn't keep it in his lane, and he got that hay bale. The emergency technicians are out there checking him out. Hopefully Blake Hansen, he's a warrior. He's going to be all right. He's going to go one more match here. This is all for the marbles. Men's modified stock division. Whoever wins it, Lance Smith versus Blake Hansen, is the 2021 World Championship Rototiller. Lance Till-Dog Smith and Blake Trax Hansen. Lance Smith is now in lane 1. Blake Hansen goes over to lane 2. Hopefully his pit crew worked on that. Rototiller's really pulling to the right. You've seen it in all his races. It pulled to the right. Maybe he should start a little bit more to the left.
I think he's going to start a little more to the left. And I think
it looks that way the way he's lined up right now.
Pit crew gave him some dental floss in between the races.
This is for the championship.
Here they are. You see the Christmas tree lighting up. They're off and running. Rototiller. Oh, Blake Hansen had a little bit of a lead. He lost it. Lance Smith coming. Oh, Blake Hansen's down again. He tried to Superman across. Did not work out. Close race until Blake Hansen, that tiller just pulled to the right again. And he was chained to it. You see on the wrist there, the left hand is chained to the bar. And he tried to Superman it across. Did not work. Lance Smith is the 2021 Rototiller World Champion. Here's a word from Blake Hansen.
Well, I noticed after the first race that my tiller was pulling really hard to the right. Anytime I ran it down through there, it was pulling really hard to the right. So the first time, you know, I kind of pedaled it a little bit, got out of it, got it straightened up, and kept going. Well, that next race, I knew that if I could put it away then, it was done for. I'd won, so I didn't know how far behind me he was, how far ahead I was on him, so I didn't want to let out of it. So I stayed in it probably a little more than what was smart, and ended up hitting a hay bale, and then I called a handlebar to my neck on that one. So he pretty good little road rash right there.
So in the first heat, Wesley beat me, so that put me down 1, and I wasn't allowed to lose another race, so the last 2 wins were pretty big as far as 1 loss and you're out. So it was pretty big, and it was a really close race when he wiped out at the last 2. It was neck and neck, and so he really did a really good job too, though.
That will do it for the World Championship Rototiller races. As you see, Brianna Smith had to win twice in a row. Your thoughts on that, Mike?
Well, I give Brianna credit because she ran the Gold Digger twice and then had to switch out at the last race. And that takes a lot of concentration. You're used to how one's pulling or how one's tilling, and then they have to go to a different tiller.
Brianna Smith and Lance Smith both won back-to-back victories to take their championship here at the Rototiller races. I am Frank Mazzola for Mike Consiglio saying so long from the World Championship Rototiller races in Emerson, Arkansas. And remember, keep on tilling.
Welcome to Houston, air hockey fans. We are here on the south side of the University of Houston for the 61st USAA Air Hockey World Championship. Now, this tournament draws players of all ages from around the globe for a two-day showdown, culminating with the crowning of the Air Hockey World Champion. I'm your host, Chris Warr, and I'm here with air hockey legend, 10-time world champion, Tim the Young Wolf Weissman. Tim, what's this tournament all about?
Well, it's been a little while since I've been called the Young Wolf, but I appreciate that. This tournament is about finding the very best air hockey player on planet Earth. It's that simple. It's an event that's been going on since 1978, and we're here today to see who's the 2021 best player.
Very exciting stuff. Let's look at the rules and hop into our first match. This tournament is double elimination, and each match is a best of 7 games. Each game is played to 7 points, and players alternate sides every game. If a player touches the puck with anything other than the mallet, puts the mallet on top of the puck, or strikes a puck that is completely past the center line, they are penalized and lose possession. If the puck flies off the table, the player who made the last offensive strike loses possession. Let's hop into our first game, the lower bracket semis, Vince Sauceda versus Jacob Munoz.
My name is Vince Sauceda. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. My style is very calm, collected. I'm in every single possession, mentally focused, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to play air hockey at a high level, and in order to do that, you have to play it one possession at a time. The way I see it is I'm on one side of the table, and I'm supposed to get past a mallet on the other side of the table. Doesn't matter who's controlling it. They're limited to the laws of physics and human ability.
I'm Jacob Munoz. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm like a car, so it's like you gotta get the engine a bit, you know, gotta turn it a bit, and then later on I pick it up. So I'm a opponent. His advice I could give him is to be ready.
All right, Tim, so we've got Vince Sauceda versus Jacob Munoz. Tell me about these two players.
Well, Vince Sauceda is a perennial #2 player, perennial contender. The last several years, he's finished #2 every time. He's known for accuracy and precision in his game. And then Jacob Munoz is, I would say, a dark horse in this event. Never finished in the top 10 before, but has been making a lot of waves. And now he's going to go up against Vince and see if he can get over the hump and actually defeat a high-end player.
And what do you expect to happen here?
Well, I would expect to see Vince win this. I think that he's got a lot more experience than Jacob Munoz does, and he, again, you know, he's so precise and accurate with his shots. It's very difficult to defend.
Awesome. So as the game started, we see Vince getting off to a hot start, and he won this first match pretty handily. What do you think was working for him?
His precision. If you notice that Vince will do a very controlled setup in a drift and then execute almost a laser beam shot. Super accurate.
Now, after the first game, things seems like they took a little bit of a turn, and Jacob started to come alive. If we take a closer look, we see that Jacob Munoz is really leaning on his quick release. Now, that quick release makes it extremely difficult for Vince to pick up the shot, and by the time he reacts, it's too late. Essentially, he's frozen and he has no chance of defending the shot.
This was amazing to see because Jacob upped his level significantly, brought a lot more energy in, and Vince seemed like that he went down in his energy. He started hitting shots that weren't accurate and losing a lot of possessions normally he wouldn't lose.
You know, give me some reference. How big is this victory for Jacob Munoz?
It's huge. It really is. By winning this match, he has put himself on the map for air hockey elites, and you could see it on his face afterwards. He was shocked himself.
It's pretty special.
Yes, great victory.
So after this first match, Jacob Munoz is moving on to the lower bracket semis against world number 2 Jacob Weissman. But first, let's check in with Avery Yebernetsky for a little air hockey hot drop.
Yo, 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 it's Avery. You might have noticed that before each shot, players spend time moving the puck around. This is called a drift. Basically, it's controlled movement that helps players get comfortable in position before the execution of each shot. The drift comes in all shapes and sizes, but the most common is the right to center drift for right-handers or the opposite for lefties. This simple drift is easily repeatable, and its consistent nature makes it hard for defenders to pick up on the types of shot coming. The next most common is the more advanced circle or diamond drift, which keeps the puck moving and the defender guessing. The drift not only controls the tempo of the game, but it can also help players create misdirection for the defender and conceal the type of shot they're going for. Stay tuned, more air hockey is coming up next.
Well, back to the 61st USAA Air Hockey World Championships here in Houston. Many players here look to the future, what it might mean to be a champion, but the richness of this sport's little-known history reminds us to look to the past.
It was the late 60s when engineers at Brunswick, who were inspired by frictionless technology and weightlessness in space being studied at NASA, decided to develop a game using this technology, but were unsure where to begin. Between brainstorming sessions, they were using erasers as mallets and hitting a puck-like object back and forth. When asked what they were doing, the engineers replied, "We're playing air hockey." By the mid-1970s, the game that came about by sheer happenstance had taken the world by storm.
Air hockey started way back in the early 70s as just a game. Nobody thought of it as a sport. I noticed people were playing tournament table tennis, ping pong. And I thought to myself, well, this is a game, but I wonder if it could become a sport.
70s were fun because nobody knew how to play the game. Nobody, you know, there were different rules. As soon as I got into it, wherever I went, I would search out an air hockey table. I'd go into town and I'd corner some guy and say, hey, do you know where there's an air hockey table? Where do people play air hockey? And I'd go and challenge the best players.
You had this group of players all over the country starting to communicate with each other. And remember, this is way before we had the internet and, you know, and all this social media. These folks were writing letters, you know, and when those people all came together, they thought, well, you know, who's the best, you know, and how do you find out who's the best? Well, you get together and you have a tournament.
Brunswick stopped making the tables in '78, but that was in response to demand diminishing because you had the first video games started to come out. So that really hurt air hockey. Brunswick saw the writing on the wall, abandoned the game. But I said, you know, this shouldn't die. This is fun. It's popular with millions of people. So I approached another company, Dynamo Corporation. It was a hard sell at first, but we eventually turned the whole perception around, and air hockey became a hit again.
and things were really looking up. But I believe what happened is when the arcades went away, the only place left for people to be introduced to air hockey was primarily at home, is in the home table market. So now we've just been, in some ways, existing on the passion and fumes that are left of all of the dedicated people. We still get some new players now and then, but it's just not like it was.
I would love to see it get more recognition. I would love to see it getting more exposure and getting more players involved. This community is just like nothing I've ever been a part of.
I want it to be the biggest sport in the world. I want to be in the Olympics. I want to have nationals in different countries. I want it to be this supernova of a sport.
Anybody can be great if they put in the time and the effort. People deserve to have access to those types of experiences, and air hockey can provide that.
So this sport really has had quite the journey, and the journey continues here in the lower bracket finals, where Jacob Munoz takes on world number 2, Jacob Weissman.
I would describe my style as ferocious. It's controlled, but still powerful. I like to take my time and set up shots, but I still have a lot of explosiveness in my game. I don't like to really try to consciously think about winning or losing too much. I find that if you just try to get into flow, then the winning comes. I feel like this last year I've really focused on my game, and I've come really far, and so now I'm kind of nervous about living up to the potential that I know I should.
So, Jacob Munoz versus Jacob Weissman. This is a big one, and the game got off to a quick start. Tell me about it.
Jacob Weissman is not traditionally a quick starter in matches, and he's coming off a very deflating loss to Colin Cummings. Jacob Munoz, on the other hand, seems to be a very quick starter. He started this match with high energy and a lot of aggressive attacks, and he was able to beat Jacob Weissman in the first game. After that, Weissman comes back with his patented cut right wall under attack and ties it up at 1-1. Then Munoz shows some real grit and battles out and barely wins game 3, now going up 2-1.
So Munoz is kind of on a high right now.
Absolutely. I think he's freewheeling. He doesn't have much pressure because no one expected him to be here. And so to him, any matches he wins at this point is just gravy.
So Munoz got off to a quick start. He's up 2-1. The pressure is all on Weissman, but Weissman starts to battle back. What's the difference? How did he take control of the match?
Well, I think what Weissman did was go to a little bit more variety. He started shooting over the mallet banks, which is not traditionally his attack. That opened Munoz up to Jacob's traditional attack of cut right wall under. In that sense, gave Weissman control of the match.
So these guys are really making adjustments in real time while they're during
Absolutely.
the game.
Absolutely. And this, I think, is the difference between a seasoned veteran like Weissman and a newer player like Munoz, is Weissman was able to go into his bag of tricks, so to speak, and to pull another arrow out of the quiver and change the match in a way that helped him win.
Yeah, you're not kidding. So we see that Weissman here is really setting up his shot by developing that right wall under. As he develops the right wall under, Munoz starts anticipating that shot. And as soon as Munoz starts anticipating his shot, Weissman has him. He can go right back to the cut, and you're going to see Munoz flinch because he's expecting that right wall under, and Weissman's got a clear shot to the back of the goal. So what was most surprising about Munoz's performance to you?
I think the most surprising thing was his grit. He's a fighter. He really is. And even though his game is very raw and he's still developing, he's got that fire in the belly, which is what most champions need to win tournaments. So I think he's going to be on his way.
And Weissman, what do you think was the differentiator? What put him over the top?
The experience. Jacob Weissman wasn't going to just collapse. He reached into his bag, his quiver, and pulled out some shots that Munoz might not have seen before, and that was the difference.
All right. So Weissman is heading to the final against undefeated Colin Cummings to crown the World Air Hockey Champion. But before that, let's head over to see Avery.
At times, air hockey can seem like chaos, but top players are constantly looking to execute different types of shots designed to exploit a hole in the defender's setup, positioning, or tendencies. Let's take a look. Number 1, a cut straight. This shot is when you cut or slice the puck, sending it straight to the left side of the goal. It's hard to see it coming, and it is impossible to stop if the defender is moving or expecting a shot towards the right wall. Number 2, the cross straight. The cross straight is similar to the cut straight, but instead of slicing, you drive the puck straight to the right side of the goal. It's great when the defender is expecting a cut straight or shot towards the left wall, thus leaving the right side of the goal exposed. It's fast to execute and can quickly take advantage of a defender's mistake. Number 3 and number 4, the right wall under and left wall under. These classic bank shots are the fastest shots in the game and therefore hard to stop. They're played deep down the wall and travel so fast they slide in underneath the defender's mallet. It is simply too fast to stop by just reacting. Number 5 and number 6, the right wall over and left wall over. Players execute these shots by playing a bank shot slightly shallower and slower compared to the undershots. As the defender moves quickly towards the bank wall, the slower speed of the overshot causes them to move too far and too fast. The puck then travels over their mallet to the far side of the goal. Unless the defender has anticipated this shot, it is hard to stop. And finally, number 7, the forehand. Every combination of shot we've shown you can be executed with a forehand motion. The forehand adds a layer of deception to the shooter's game and keeps defenders guessing every possession. Stay tuned. More World Championship air hockey is on the way.
Want to find out about the world's fastest table sport? Check out airhockey.com to find out more info and how to connect with other fans in your area. Get tips from the world's best players. Find out how to compete in events. Learn the rules. And discover the greatness within. Reach for the center line and become the best. Visit airhockey.com today.
Air hockey is fast, but just how fast? I've taken to the table with number 2 world-ranked Jacob Weissman, and with the help of physics teacher Brian Niebuhr to measure key components of his game and just what it means to the players. First up, speed of the shot. Throughout the course of our game, we clocked Jacob's fastest shots at 41 miles per hour. At first glance, that might not seem that fast, but how does it translate?
At 41 miles per hour, the puck is traveling approximately 4 feet in 143 milliseconds. That's over 28 feet per second. And if that time's applied to hitting a major league fastball, the pitch would be traveling close to 400 miles per hour. Basically, it's impossible to stop unless you read the shot and start moving first and happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Whoa, that's fast. Now, what about the release? The release is the amount of time it takes the player's hand to move from a cocked position to impact with the puck. And Jacob has one of the fastest in the game. Using slow motion replay, we calculated that Jacob's motion takes 0.03 seconds to strike the puck.
0.03 seconds is half the time it takes the fastest boxers to throw a jab. Not only does it allow Jacob to execute his shot quickly, but it also allows him to apply a tremendous force to the puck while not giving his opponent time to react to his shot. His mallet is accelerating to meet the puck at 35 Gs. It's 35 times faster than things accelerate due to gravity.
Well, there you have it. Do you think you're fast enough to beat these pros?
Well, that's pretty fast, and it won't be long until we crown a new USAA World Air Hockey Champion. Number 2 Jacob Weissman is going up against world number 1 and 5-time USAA World Champion Colin Cummings.
My name is Colin Cummings. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. Air hockey is the fastest table sport you've ever seen, and I'm the best at it. So being the fastest player and the fastest table sport, that's my main thing. So I go faster than anybody else in the sport, and I keep them on their toes, and I usually win because of it. After winning about 8 tournaments at this point, I've assumed the role of air hockey champion, and I'm taking it very seriously. My opponents, I would tell them to get ready and to give me their best, because that's what I'm going to give them.
Okay, Tim, it's finals. We're going to crown a new champion. Who are these players? What does each have to do, and what is on the line?
Okay. Colin Cummings is the 5-time USAA World Champion. He's been winning almost every World Championship in the last several years. Jacob Weissman's the only one to win a World Championship other than Colin, okay? Now, Colin won his first World Championship when he was only 16, right? In many ways, he's the perennial phenom of a sport. His best shot is sort of a stiff-armed cut. He uses an aggressive out defense where he interferes with the shots that other players are playing. Jacob, his best attack is a cut right wall under, and he uses longer drifts and more setups, which is a traditional style, whereas Colin is a little faster, quicker, does what we call pot shots, and is sort of pushed the sport to a higher level.
Is it fair to say these guys are on a different plane than everybody else?
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely the best 2 players in air hockey right now. It's clear at this tournament.
Now, this first match was a close one. Can you walk us through what we're seeing and what's working for both of them?
Sure. Jacob's using his classic right wall under cut attack, where he's using a circle drift and then pausing, time delaying, setting up the shot, and then releasing. Colin is doing quick releases, executing shots from a little further back, hitting what we call pot shots, which are if a puck is sort of rebounding on the table and moving, rather than grabbing it and setting it up, you just go ahead and shoot a shot quickly.
I saw Danny doing a lot of that in some of the earlier rounds.
Yes.
Yeah. What happened in game 2?
Colin makes a statement, a big statement. He beats Jacob 7-0, I think, at one point in the game. In 35 seconds, he scores 5 times. I don't know if there's ever been a 7-0 in a World Championship Finals before, so that was a really big statement by Colin.
Now, through the middle of the match, we're seeing a lot of great play, a lot of back and forth. It's a really close match. What's working for each of these players?
Well, Jacob is getting his cut straight right wall under. That's his main attack, and it's working for him. Colin is getting his cut, which is a very interesting release on it. It's sort of a stiff arm, and his wrist suddenly changes at the very end. But he also is using over the mallet banks. And in fact, he uses a left wall over several times to win games. And you know, when you're at 6'6" and you've got a shot like that you can go to, that's the difference between winning the championship and not.
And what do you think it was that put Colin right over the top?
Well, I think that Jacob Weissman has maybe one or two more developmental aspects to his game that need to come through for him to defeat Colin. Maybe a new drift or one or two more shots. Colin has a complete air hockey game. There's no significant holes in it.
What is this championship? It's 6 now, right? 6-time world champion.
Yeah.
What does that say about his game and the level of play he's playing
Sure.
at?
Well, he's obviously the best player in the sport of air hockey right now. And, you know, if he continues winning more championships, he will start to become in the conversation for greatest of all time. So he's on his way.
Watch out. Well, there you have it. Colin Cummings has won the 61st USAA Air Hockey World Championship. I'm your host, Chris War, with Tim Weissman. We'll see you next time.
Gold Standard Games presents the 61st USAA Air Hockey World Championships. Want to find out about the world's fastest table sport? Check out airhockey.com to find out more info and how to connect with other fans in your area. Get tips from the world's best players. Find out how to compete in events. Learn the rules. And discover the greatness within. Reach for the center line and become the best. Visit airhockey.com today.
Hey, yo, check this out. I want every to hear.
Ocho Day rolls on as we welcome you back to the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We are set for the semifinals and championship of Super Hole 3. We're down to our 4 Celebrity All-Stars and our 4 ACL All-Stars. And before we get to the players on the court, let's go down to our MCs, Bernie Neighbors, and the 6-time Grammy-nominated rap artist, Flava Flav.
Welcome inside the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center in Rock Hill, South Carolina. It's Super Hole time. I am Bernie Neighbors, joined alongside the incomparable Flavor Flav. First up, our first semifinal from the ACL. Please welcome Ryan Smith.
And also, we got Marty Smith.
Next up, from the ACL, Mark Richard.
And also, we got my girl that sits on top of the world, Dawn Staley.
Next up, from the ACL, Mr. Jimmy Human.
And right next to him, we got my man, Ben Rector.
And last but not least, from the ACL, Matt Guy.
And last but not least, one of my favorite football players in the world, Doug Flutie.
Get him hyped up, Flav. Get him hyped up. First up, Ryan Marty Smith versus Mark Richards.
All right, we are just about set for the semifinals and championship against Super Hole 3 from Rock Hill, South Carolina. And welcome down courtside alongside Trey Ryder. I'm Jeff McCarriger. You know, when you show up to a venue and Flava Flav is in the house, you know you've got to the right place.
Yeah, the electricity in this building, you can feel it.
I mean, it's really amazing, isn't it, what's happened to cornhole? You and I talked earlier in the afternoon during the quarterfinals about the, how the sport has exploded in the last couple of years. But really, what's going on here? Look at all the fans here and all the celebrities now involved.
It's incredible. And all these celebrities, it's not like that they just walked up to the board and they're just thrown. I mean, they got skill, which means they've been practicing. They've been training for this moment, and it shows you how big cornhole is getting across the entire United States and across the world.
All right, so if you are watching at home and wondering what on earth is Super Hole, well, here you go. I mean, there's been preliminary rounds qualifying, and we are down now to the semifinals. Our 4 ACL All-Stars against our 4 Celebrity All-Stars.
Yeah, an incredible lineup, and what we showed earlier had some intense matches. We had Mike the Situation, Jay Cutler, Chris Weidman, even Terry Kirby, but they couldn't get past the 4 teams that we're going to see tonight as they battle for the Super Hole 3 championship. Just an incredible lineup of both celebrities, but also some of the best pro cornhole players in the world.
All right, here is our first matchup. Dawn Staley, head coach of the University of South Carolina women's basketball team, the defending champs, 2-time national champs, 4-time Final Fours. The list goes on. And Dawn Staley, who she teamed with, Trey, the #1 player in the world, Mark Richards. And on the other side, how about Marty Smith? And the win over Terry Kirby back earlier this afternoon in the quarterfinals against the former D1 defensive back. There he is on the left, Ryan Smith. So 2 really terrific teams who played really well this afternoon. And here we go in our first semifinal matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, considering that Marty Smith and Dawn Staley both have some, what I would call, pretty flat bags. They got the technique in there. I mean, I really think they're going to be pretty even on this end. It may come down to if right there, you see on your screen, the MVP, the Rookie of the Year, the #1 player in the world, the player that's in the Final Four of pro singles, pro doubles, co-ed doubles. If that guy, Mark Richards, can live up to his name and kind of carry the team between him and Dawn Staley to a Super Hole 3 championship.
What a year for Mark Richards. Now, Ryan Smith there on the left. By the way, these bags are now live. That last few tosses we saw with our final warm-up tosses. Ryan Smith with a couple of wins this year on the pro shootout side.
Yeah, on the pro shootout side, both winning in men's singles and in doubles. So he has had himself an incredible summer. These are two players coming into this event red hot.
And again, Ryan Smith, former defensive back at James Madison University. He was part of those teams, I'd say about 10, 12 years ago that had some big wins against Power 5 schools. He was part of a big win over Virginia Tech. Been playing cornhole now for the last 6 or 8 years. One of the top pros in the country. And Mark Richards on the right. On top of all the other accomplishments that Trey just talked about, he also threw a perfect game in Chicago at the final regular season national of the year last month.
Yep, and he's showing exactly why right here. Big push up the center. Can finish it up for a 4-bagger to start this game and count it for Mark Richards.
And right away, a 4-0 lead. And Trey, let's go over the rules again. First one to 21 wins, but in the Celebrity Pro-Ams, it is limited to 10 rounds.
Yep, 10 rounds. So every bag on the board, 1 point. Bag in the hole will get you 3. But then, of course, we utilize that cancellation scoring. So if one player scores 7, the other scores 9, player A would get 2 points towards the overall score.
Well, Dawn Staley has gone away from the flat back.
I was just going to say that. She has changed her technique from the first round of games to now. Throws a 5 there and going to get a couple points. But I find that very interesting, Jeff, that she had kind of the traditional pro technique of throwing a flat bag. Says, nope, I don't want to do that anymore in the finals,
okay,
in the semifinals.
So you know my cornhole game, obviously, right? I mean, you and I have been together now for 2.5 years. I'm still trying to figure it out. She got one lesson today. And was throwing a flat bag.
Unbelievable.
And now she's totally abandoned it like it's that easy. I've been trying for 2 years to do it. Come on.
What an athlete she is.
I'm even more angry.
Yeah, that bag off to the side, probably out of play for Mark Richards. So Ryan Smith doesn't have an opportunity to kind of get some of these points back. You heard the... Mark saying, you're going to shoot the air mail, aren't you?
I fall back. They are so good.
Yeah, Ryan Smith has got a chance here to hit what's called a backside air mail, kind of drag that other one in. He's not going to go after it yet. Now misses off to the right.
He said, do it. You think it's going to fall back? There's nothing to say.
Fans booing Mark Richards right now. They wanted him to shoot an air mail.
He's trying, essentially, if he throws an air mail straight in the hole, he's going after to try to drag that bag in the hole.
And drills it in. It just won't go.
No, it started moving.
I think later in the game he shoots that. I think he's trying to still feel out this game a little bit as we're into round number 4.
There's the ESPN's Marty Smith, part of Marty and McGee. I got a chance to talk to Ryan earlier. Marty actually beat Ryan in a Super Hole event earlier in the season to get into this championship. And Marty has let Ryan hear about it apparently ever since like last year.
And in that quarterfinal, he threw a 4-bagger to win the game at the end.
And dirty there, knocking Dawn Staley's bag off.
A little dirty bag, going to get 3 points. That's good momentum to start here, headed into round number 5.
Yeah, Marty seems awfully serious. He wants to win this thing.
This is a different Marty than last year. Last year, he was all over the place having a good time. This time, look, he's locked in.
Yeah.
This is a championship that he wants to win.
My foot. I lead with my other foot.
Now, you know what? He doesn't have his secret weapon. Ryan's not here.
That's true.
I mean, the last 2 times that Marty has won, Ryan has been sitting right in between us.
I ain't shooting.
I expect kind of a cut around here.
Do it again.
Beautiful. Exactly what he wanted to. This may force Richards into another air mail.
So shot it again. The light was there. Almost. I'm going to leave it for you again.
Here the players talking back and forth. Ryan's going to do the same exact thing. He's got that lane there. He wants to go right between these bags. But he missed too far left. He knew it.
Try to get fancy.
So funny to see the reaction. Like, just because one went in, Marty was like, yes. And you see Ryan, the pro on the other side, saying,
yeah, he missed it. He missed it.
It depends what you do. If you take this bag, I'm probably just going to go with it. But I want to lay up, but it might go. I want to
just a different level.
You hear him. Ryan says, I want to put it right here and make you do something. He doesn't know if he can stop it, though, because these boards are playing so fast.
Ooh, off to the left, and now an opportunity here for Mark Richards.
It's going to be a wash if you go in. You got to shoot it.
Ryan's trying to bait him into the airmail.
He's trying to bait him into the airmail to drag it.
Nope.
Oh, bounces off.
And it worked. Ryan Smith baited him. Baited Mark Richards into a big-time shot. He probably could have just slid that in there to collect, but instead he goes for the airmail.
Totally different match now, 8-6, round 6 of 10.
Oh, pick me up.
Don Staley, I mean, amazing. We were talking about earlier this afternoon in the quarterfinals. Incredible career at South Carolina. 2 national championships, 4 Final Fours, just the last 7 years, by the way. 6 SEC tournament championships. She's won 3 gold medals as a player and a coach. 6-time WNBA All-Star. I mean, come on. Just incredible. Yeah. Now on the classic 1-1 wash.
I think they're feeling a little nervous.
I think so, too. So is the 1-1 wash the opposite of the double 4-bagger?
Yes, the 1-1 wash is opposite. See, Ryan Smith is trying to get it to stop, but these boards are playing so fast. Because Richards loves a clean board, right? He just wants to slide every bag in. Ryan Smith wants to make it harder for him. See, he tried to block. The problem is he wanted it here and not here.
Oh, and Richards just used Ryan's bag and bounced off of it and in.
It is. It is.
Almost did it again. You've mentioned before in our broadcast, like a bumper bag.
In for a 4-bagger and 2 points for Richards.
Got it. Number 1 player in the world.
I threw it so high.
Amazing for those who want to tune in this weekend for the World Championships. We saw history in qualifying here in the sport of cornhole. 256 pros, right? 4 huge brackets. And for the first time ever, the number 1 seed in each of the 4 brackets all advanced to the finals.
The Final 4 of the Pro Singles World Championship tomorrow at 2:30 on ESPN. We'll literally have the number 1, the number 2, the number 3, and number 4 players in the world going head-to-head.
Yeah.
That works.
Staley slides it in. And, oh, Marty Smith with the answer.
That's one.
Marty Smith fired up. But also focused. But also very focused.
This is a different Marty than what we've seen. I'm not comfortable with this.
Oh, no. The door is now open.
Ryan's saying airmail.
Oh, okay. Mark Richards says, you blocked me. I'm going to block you. And now he may force an airmail game. This may turn into which pro can shoot more airmails. Oh, but Ryan Smith is so good at that roll shot.
Yes, by the way, if you're watching at home, that's intentional.
Yes. I thought Ryan Smith would go airmail, but oh, and now the round's kind of evened up now. What looked like a good round for Mark Richards. Now Ryan Smith may have an advantage here.
Kind of checks up that time, trying to roll it again.
Push last bag.
Oh my gosh, just a dirty push.
What a bag by Mark Richards. That's why he is your #1 player in the world.
I need this bag. Yo, you got one off.
Scoring in cornhole.
Ryan Smith, he's stepping out a little bit so he can change his angle from throwing from here to here. You see this? See, every time he's just inching out a little bit.
Look at Dawn Staley.
Well, the thing is, no, you want it to go. You want it to go. Because Mark Richards, if he throws it off, he gives up a point. But if he goes in with it, it ends up being a wash. So trust me. I know Dawn Staley thinks it's a bad idea for that to fall, but it is better if Richards goes in with it.
Last bag. Got it. Oh, clutch shot for #1.
Dawn Staley trying to coach Mark Richards, and he's like, I can get it. I got it, Dawn. Oh, that was awesome.
It's on us.
Final round, and it's up to Dawn and Marty. 10-7.
Uh-oh.
What a start. Board. He needs 3.
There's 4 right now. He's
Oh
plus 4 right now. He's plus 5. One of these two has got to be in for Dawn Staley. Oh, she puts it in.
It's 2. Last bag for Marty. Oh, and it's short.
And she doesn't need to throw it.
It's over. She's going to throw it anyway. Knocks one of Marty's off the board.
The celebrities don't know who won.
It's over. Dawn Staley and world #1 Mark Richards advancing into the championship.
Wow. Marty Smith did everything he could to try to win it in that last round. But Mark Richards, too good on that end, and Dawn Staley did exactly what she needed to get into the finals.
Wow, incredible. The 2-time national champion head coach now headed to the championship in Super Hole 3. Let's go down and bring in the third member of our broadcast team, Michelle Joy Phelps. Hi, Michelle.
Guys, congratulations. It seems like you nailed that flat bag. You only really had roughly about an hour or 2 to prepare for this event. How are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I got the best partner in the game, so it makes my job a little bit easier. I just got to keep it on the board.
Right. How are you feeling about it right about now?
I feel good. Before the match, I told her when the lights are bright and the stage is big, Mark Richards and Coach Staley come to play.
There you go. All right, I wish you guys all the best in the finals. Back to you guys.
Wow, what a team. World #1, national champion head coach, headed to the championship for Super Hole. A lot more to come from Rock Hill after this. Great look inside the American Cornhole League headquarters. That's right, the national headquarters here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. As we roll on alongside Trey Ryder, I'm Jeff McCarriger here on the Ocho here tonight. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations Dawn Staley and Mark Richards out of the championship. All right, let's get to our next matchup. And again, some really good performances earlier this season in qualifying and earlier in the quarterfinals. Doug Flutie, you all know the name. He can really play, and he's teamed up with the all-time winningest player in ACL history in Matt Guy. On the other side, Jimmy Humans is probably one of the great players in the sport, just has not won that singles championship yet, and he's playing with Ben Rector, who we had a chance to listen to some of his music earlier this afternoon. Outstanding singer-songwriter based in Nashville. Had an album that debuted #1 a few years back, and Ben Rector has got some game as well. This is going to be interesting here. Could be a good matchup, good back and forth.
And what makes Jimmy Humans so well prepared for an event like this is he's such an incredible teacher of the game. I mean, he took Ben Rector, someone that had never thrown a cornhole bag, and adopted some technique for him almost out of the gate. And it was Ben Rector's 10-point round in the quarterfinals in the very last round that sent them here into the semis.
There's Jimmy Humans on the left. Matt Guy, the all-time winningest player here in the history of the ACL. He's the Jack Nicklaus of the sport. 18 career titles, 11-time national winner. Nationals in the ACL like majors.
This is how we started last
Taps
game.
that one in. Yeah, Jimmy says this is how we started last time. Yeah, we hype them up and then all of a sudden they miss, right?
Right. But Jimmy Humans is exactly correct. That entire game, I believe it was round 7, it was still 10-2. They were losing to Jacob Trzynski and Mike the Situation.
Again, Ben Rector and Doug Flutie here on this end. Great look here inside the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. If you didn't know it, you'd swear this place is actually made for cornhole. I mean, it's absolutely a perfect venue. Oh, great chance for spectators. Come in and watch.
Hey, this last bag. Ben,
And Flutie able to bank it in.
Throw the fast side, you have bumpers. Or the slow side, that works too.
So what Jimmy was trying to yell down to Ben on the other side was to flip the bag over onto the fast side. There's two different sides, the slow side and the fast side. It didn't matter when you throw it straight and throw it hard enough, it rolled in.
Yeah, for those who are new to the sport, two sides to the bags, as Trey just said, and also for those of you new to the sport, there's a great look at it. 27 feet, if you want to know the distance between the boards tip to tip. Now, if you go hole to hole, you add about 3 feet. So now you're talking about 33 feet approximately, hole to hole. But, yeah, I was the bad guy at the family vacation a couple weeks ago. We were playing at 20 feet, and they said, let's move them back where they played. Moving back to 27 feet, nobody could hit the board. I'm like, that's why I didn't put them at 27 feet. It's hard. Just falls in.
It's longer than a three-pointer. Longer than a three-pointer in basketball.
Yeah, we were just talking about that yesterday. What about approximately 4 feet further than a three-pointer?
4 feet. And, you know, you were telling me yesterday, I didn't even know this about, you could fit 2 basketballs in a basketball hoop. Well, the hole in cornhole is 6 inches, and these square bags are 6 inches. So it's also a smaller target relative to the size of the bag.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
Look at Doug Flutie stepping out. See if he can collect this bag. Does a pretty good job. That's a pro-level IQ.
Well, before Doug Flutie performed in one of our earlier Super Hole contests, Matt Guy actually went and spent a lot of time practicing with Matt. Oh, and it's off the board.
That's going to be 5 points. That makes it 10-0. Guy and Flutie up big.
Round number 5 of 10. You really wouldn't expect a whole lot on this end as far as score differential, so it's really going to have to be no pressure on Ben Rector, but really it's going to be on his shoulders. I mean, I just don't see Jimmy Humans Even playing against Matt Guy, I don't see Jimmy giving up a ton of points.
These players are going to be pretty even over here.
Yeah.
A vast difference in bag style, though. Matt Guy and Doug Flutie, they are throwing some pretty fast bags, whereas Humans and Rector are throwing really tacky bags, and this is another opportunity for 5 more points.
Bangs it in, but yeah, he ends up giving up 5. I'm shocked. I mean, I really thought that this was going to be close on this end, and really it'd be up to Rector on the other end to try and do some damage against Flutie, but now they're down 15-0.
We got 5 rounds. That's plenty.
Oh, and Flutie putting the first one in.
Oh, it's a good answer by Ben Rector.
All right, here's a chance now, maybe.
If Flutie has been so consistent, but if he has missed, it's been short.
Look at the determination on Doug Flutie. I mean, we've had a chance to talk to him. He was the guy on the team, right? Big shot here, and he gets it to go in. So good shot by Rector.
That was a great round.
Still 16-0, but Flutie literally was that guy, right? First one to practice, last one to leave. And even in cornhole, remember in the Super Bowl? First one to get there to start practicing.
He was.
And then late that night, most of the lights in the gym were off, right? Or in the arena that we were at. All of a sudden, we hear someone playing cornhole. And about an hour after the performance, he's still out there practicing by himself. It was great. His wife was sitting there and said to him, Doug, you do realize you won, right? He's like, I just need to finish with one in the hole.
Oh, and they just block up on Humans. Ooh, Humans came close. Will Matt Guy go for an airmail to try to get in there?
A little bit of open hole there on that right side.
Oh, no, he's not going for it, is he? He is.
Helps out Humans a bit.
Can Humans now get all these bags on one shot?
Got him.
Wow, what a shot by Jimmy Humans. 4 bags on one shot. One of them was Matt Guy's, but he's going to get 3 points there. Watch this. That's what you expected from Jimmy Humans all game right there, was the ability to lay some blocks and then hit some big airmails.
So Humans and Rector on the board, but only 3 rounds left. And again, first one to 21 does apply here still.
Nice. What a bag by Doug Flutie to get around it.
Oh, another one just drops in.
Doug Flutie is getting locked in, Jeff.
I mean, I don't mean to put the cart before the horse here, but who do you like? I mean, if this stays like this against Don Staley and Mark Richards.
Oh, great shot there by Ben Rector.
Oh,
my goodness. 4-bagger Flutie.
What is going on? This guy's good at everything.
That's an athlete right there. That is an athlete.
20-3.
The Flutie chants going throughout the building.
Two rounds left.
Oh, and now this could do it here in round number 9. Matt Guy going for another airmail, and he hits it again. This is an airmail for the win.
That's why he's the greatest. Oh my gosh, Trey, how about this matchup for Super Hole 3, the championship? You got the greatest player, most winningest player of all time in the ACL against world number 1.
And you got Don Staley versus Doug Flutie.
Oh, they are loving it here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Oh, what a finals we're going to have from inside the Sports and Event Center. All right, let's go back down to the court. Michelle Joy Phelps is standing by with the winners.
Guys, what an impressive game there. In round 8, you got a 4-bagger. How are you feeling about, your performance so far?
Just so much more comfortable than the first game for sure. Just got a little relaxed there and just threw. They happened to go in. Matt's the god, though. I mean, airmailing just for fun is ridiculous over here.
They call him the GOAT.
The GOAT, the guy, whatever you want to call him. He's amazing.
How are you feeling going into the finals?
I taught him everything he knows.
Yeah, well, I believe it. I believe it. All right, guys, all the best to you guys in the finals.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's actually true. He did teach him everything that he knows. All right, when we come back, Dawn Staley, Mark Richards against Doug Flutie and Matt Guy for the Super Hole 3 championship. Time for our Discount Tire Road to Victory. And Trey, you and I were talking about this earlier, but look at this weekend coming up. This is the biggest week in the sport of cornhole, the World Championships here in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Yeah, it is the biggest week of cornhole on the entire season. First, we'll kick things off tomorrow at noon with that USA Cornhole Juniors National Championship, all players under the age of 18. But then our Final Fours. Tomorrow at 2:30 and then Sunday at noon. You're going to see the 4 best players and then the 4 best teams battle for a world championship. Mark Richards, who we're going to see in this Super Hole final, guess what? He's in the Final Four of both events. Matt Guy will be in that singles final tomorrow at 2:30. So if you're liking what you're seeing from the pros, make sure you tune in this weekend.
Yeah, you're going to see it all weekend. Again, that's our Discount Tire Road to Victory. Speaking of Road to Victory, we are just about set for our championship. Let's go back down to the court. Dawn Staley, Doug Flutie about ready to go head-to-head. They're standing by with Michelle.
All right, Doug and Dawn, here is your opportunity to trash talk just before you guys face off. You have anything you want to say to one another?
Yeah, she's awesome. See, we're old school. We build up our opponent and then try to knock him down in the game.
May the best one man win.
There you go.
There you have it. There you have it. I wish you guys all the best. Have fun, and we'll speak with the winner post-game. Back to you guys.
All right, again, Dawn Staley, Mark Richards, Doug Flutie, and Matt Guy. What in the world was that? It's a whole head. We're back right after this in Rock Hill. Day. Thanks for joining us alongside Trey Ryder. I'm Jeff McCarriger. Great shots here from Rock Hill, South Carolina, inside the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center, just south of uptown Charlotte. What a crazy week in the cornhole coming up here for the World Championships. All right, we are set for the Super Hole 3 final. Dawn Staley and Mark Richards. Again, Mark, the #1 player in the world, loving the sound effects, by the way, against Doug Flutie and Matt Guy, the all-time winningest player in ACL history.
This is going to be a fun one. I think it's all going to come down to Staley versus Flutie on that end. I mean, you got two of the best cornhole players of all time in Richards and Guy going head-to-head. But on the other end, we just don't know what we're going to get. We saw two very different players. I think Staley was great in the quarterfinals, did enough to get by in the semifinals, and the opposite for Doug Flutie. In the quarterfinals, he just did barely enough to get by, but Staley was really locked in. So I think it's just going to be a contest of which celebrity can go on a run, get a couple rounds where they put 2 or 3 in the hole, and that'll ultimately decide it.
Doug with 2 in already. Dawn Staley has gone back to the flat back. Actually, all right, so the last warm-up toss here? Okay, it's not live yet. But, again, worth noting, Dawn's gone back to the flat back.
Yes, she's gone back to the strategy that she had in game 1, which I like.
And again, it continues to make me so angry that it's just that easy for her. I'm telling you, if you try it at home, it's not that easy.
She is an athlete, Jeff.
Yeah, she is an athlete. All right, now we are set for the championship. Everyone's got their Johnsonville tongs ready, and here we go.
It's tong time, Jeff. Tong time. These two, if you've just tuned in, these two are going to put a lot of bags in the hole.
And if you're also just tuning in, is this a little bit of a warm-up, Trey, for the weekend? I mean, two of the top players in the world. Again, #1, 2, 3, and 4 all going to go head-to-head for the World Championship this weekend.
It is possible that these two could meet in the singles World Championship final. Guy hits an airmail drag right over Richards' bag. Richards now a tough push here if he wants the 4-bagger.
Gets it. Oh, Dawn Staley's loving it. Oh, and Doug Flutie tried to clear the bags on the other end.
Yeah. Good thing they weren't in play.
Board was open, so it does not matter in this case. If there were bags on the board, oh boy, controversy.
That could have been. We could have had a Chicago Super Hole situation where Brett Young didn't like how he was losing, and he just caught the bag mid-flight.
Yeah, that would have been a big-time yellow flag, unsportsmanlike conduct on the quarterback.
Oh, Staley is not back to the flat bag. She goes back. She keeps switching her play style.
Yeah, sure enough, just kind of end over end after warming up with the flat bag. She's just taunting me.
Oh, she's got 2 in. It doesn't matter. Can she make it 3 in a row? That's a 7 for Staley and a 6 for Flutie. Going to be a single point.
All right, Dawn Staley gets the points. Dawn Staley, head coach, University of South Carolina women's basketball team, defending national champs, 2-time national champions. Under her 14-year tenure, 4 NCAA appearances, 6 SEC championships. Incredible career down the road in Columbia. Easy drive for Dawn, right? It's right up the road. For those of you watching across the country, don't realize Columbia, South Carolina, home of University of South Carolina, is right down the road, about an hour, hour and a half.
Matt Guy is in, and now Mark Richards got to go in and see if he can get in for a 10-point round. Guy's got a chance to score, though. Oh, now he's got a chance to score 4, in for 4 points in the lead.
And he gets it, banking it off of Richards' bag. 4-1.
As you said, is this a little bit of a preview? They will not meet in the semifinals. But if both players in tomorrow's singles world championship Final Four, if they both win their semifinal matchups, they will meet in the finals. Now she's back to the flat bag. Dawn Staley just, hey, you know what? It's an adjustment thing.
All right, Staley's still in this one. Puts it on the board.
Both with one bag on.
A lane here for Flutie. Is on for the wash. Yeah, you know what? I mean, as good as that flat bag has been for her, maybe she is better just going end over end.
It's interesting because it's interesting because she's more accurate with the normal toss, right? But she's going to get variability left and right with that bag if it isn't flat. So it's a tough decision either way.
Super Hole 3 championship. Round 5 of 10. Again, Matt Guy there on the left, the one who's the all-time winningest player. Mark Richards on the right, current world #1.
Oh, everybody knows what's coming here. Airmail attempt by Matt Guy, and he hits it.
Richards off. Guy knew it as soon as it left his hand. Richards able to minimize the damage. 3 points for Matt Guy, and now a commanding 8-1 lead halfway through.
8-1. Staley got to string together a couple of good rounds here.
There we go.
And that's going to make it tough to do so, though. That is a beautiful block right in the center of the board. If anything, it's just going to limit scoring. Flutie here, I know you want to step out and be aggressive. Just make sure you stay on the ball. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I was just worried about going off the back, but that is just, that's a pro-level shot. Look, he's stepping out to get a better angle.
All right. Give me one more. Come on.
Flutie looking at +2 for the moment, now +1.
Yeah.
Gonna get
a
point.
Great shot by Doug Flutie there on that step out.
Matt Guy, 18 career titles. Was driving around a bread truck in Cincinnati. Saw a sign for a cornhole tournament and decided he'd enter and play. And that is what began his career.
He doesn't miss. He doesn't.
Oh, and now this is trouble for Mark Richards. Oh, well, he got a break there. So, yeah, this is almost as hard as you can push it up the center. Really tough push for Richards.
Ow. All right. It's all right. It's all right. All right. It's all right. Come on.
Well, still a chance here as a couple of banged off that backside by Guy.
Yeah, you can go in for one.
Oh, he didn't like it. Thought maybe he could get that one to sneak in, but another one off the board.
That's an ugly round by the pros down that end. That gives 2 more points. Three rounds remain. Here's a little bit of a side bumper here for, uses it. It can be a confidence builder sometimes when there's bags on to the side because you feel like you can throw a little bit harder and use it as a bounce.
Two in a row.
That's a big bag there.
She needs a huge round here, only 3 rounds left. And Flutie's off.
Oh my goodness, Jeff McCarriger.
Oh, this bag critical for Flutie. Off to the right, and now Dawn's got a chance to push this in.
This is a huge bag. She could tie the, no, she could get up to 10 points. Hits it! Are you kidding me? Dawn Staley with the 4-bagger and a 9-point round. It's a 1-point game, Jeff.
A Mike's Hard 4-bagger for Dawn Staley.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, that's how the national championship coach does it.
Now it's all on Mark Richards. He puts the first one in.
Oh, and this crowd is right back into this. A 1-point game. 2 rounds left. And assuming that this stays close on this end, it's going to come down to Flutie and Staley.
It is going to come down to Doug Flutie and Dawn Staley.
Oh, Mark off to the left, a chance at 2 here if Guy can put them all in. Mark's got to hit this one, and he does.
He does. In to get 3-point lead for Doug Flutie on the other end, and it's in. Guy does his job, and now all Doug Flutie needs to do on this end is not give up 3 or more points, and if he can do that, him and Matt Guy are your Super Hole 3 champions.
We talk about it all the time here in the sport. First bag, last bag. First one is good.
And it's on, but again, that's a little bumper. Does it give a little confidence to Flutie?
Got to stay down the middle. Checks up. If this one's in, it's going to be really difficult, and Flutie hits it again.
That may be the game clincher right there. And Jeff, that is going to be about it.
Yeah, he's going to throw it for good measure. But unless she can pull in, she can't do it. So Matt Guy and Doug Flutie, your Super Hole 3 champions.
Wow, what a game and performance, both by Doug Flutie and Dawn Staley. They stole the show. How about that 9-point round by Dawn Staley? It was Flutie at the beginning, though, built too big of a lead. And we got our Super Hole 3 champs.
All-time winningest player. Now a Super Hole 3 champion. We'll hear from him when we come back. Back inside the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. Again, the World Championships of Cornhole coming up this weekend on ESPN and ESPN2. By the way, we are not done yet here on the Ocho. We are going to be making TV history for the first time ever. Air guitar. Yes, air guitar is going to be televised live nationally. An incredible event coming up. That's Nordic Thunder. We'll see Georgia Lunch, Ricky Stinkfingers, Mom Jeans. I mean, that's just the beginning, Trey. I mean, this is going to be wild here on the Ocho. All right, that's coming up next. First, let's go down to the court again. Michelle standing by with our Super Hole 3 champions, Matt Guy and Doug Flutie. Again, your Super Bowl 3 champions, that's Stacy Moore, commissioner of the ACL on the left, with the Super Hole trophy.
Congratulations, you guys. Both legends in your own right, in your own respective fields, and here champions of Super Hole. How are you feeling?
Pretty excited because we almost let that slip away at the end, and they made a good comeback. But it's a fun feeling to just come on top. Matt's amazing. I mean, come on. Airmail's just for fun. It's ridiculous.
No, it wasn't for fun. That was for your kids' foundation, dude. That wasn't for fun. That was for your boys' foundation.
$100,000 to the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism. So thank you, and thanks all the sponsors.
All right. Well, any final words? I know that tomorrow you have to continue to play, so you can't really go out and celebrate and for yourself.
Go get. I get to go home tomorrow. I'll watch him on TV and cheer along. So this just means we got to do this again next year. So we'll get after it. We're a team.
Back to back.
Woo! Well, congratulations. Back to you guys.
All right, Michelle, she just alluded to it, Trey. As we wrap things up, Matt Guy is going to be on this main broadcast stage again, our Pro Singles Final on ESPN.
It is going to be incredible, that Pro Singles Final. We'll have tied for #1 player in the world, Alex Rawls and Mark Richards. They'll be playing alongside #3 player in the world and #4 player in the world, Jamie Graham and Matt Guy. Of course, that Pro Doubles Final and semifinal is going to be going on Sunday as well. And then we'll have our women's, senior, and co-ed championships on ESPN3 at 2:30 Sunday. Mark Richards also in that co-ed finals on Sunday. Going to be absolutely incredible weekend of championship cornhole.
Amazing, all the qualifying 256 pros. We are down to our final 4 singles, final 4 doubles for the World Championship this weekend. Well, again, congratulations, Doug Flutie and Matt Guy, your Super Hole 3 champions. Alongside Trey Ratter, I'm Jeff McCarriger. Again, we are not done yet. More coming up next here on the Ocho.
Welcome back to Rock Hill, South Carolina, the darling of the afternoon, the Pro Breaking Tour Invitational. This is a preview of an Olympic sport coming up in 2024, and we have a wonderful hour of coverage upcoming on our ESPN 8 The Ocho here from Rock Hill, South Carolina. We welcome you, Matt Side, with the chairman of the Pro Breaking Tour, Pros One. I'm Evan Budrovich. This sport has all the glitz and glamour and lights and energy. What should fans expect when they're watching this competition?
We're going to be seeing some great dancing, some high-flying maneuvers, people literally flying, and they'll stop at a dime, and just it's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody's going to be doing their thing and showing you exactly what this sport and art is about.
So buckle up for the next 60 minutes. We have a lot of fun to discuss. Let's break down the Pro Breaking Tour, and specifically the Urban Dance and Educational Foundation. 9 years running, but what's most impressive to me, thousands of competitors across 100 countries.
Yeah, it started with B-Boy Silverback and myself. We started it 9 years ago, just came from an idea and just grew into what it was, you know, and now we have over 13 events nationwide with competitors from over 100 countries and giving out over $50,000 a year and just doing incredible things. And ultimately we're going to be in the Olympics in a couple years. So.
And today's event is the opening of the fall tour for the Pro Breaking Tour. So let's check out the bracket. Quarterfinal round, you win to the semifinals, you move on to the championship. Mace and Just Will, Castrito and Tahu, Icy Ives and Cody Souls, and then Pop and Nels won. Let's send it over, though, to the expert of all of this, because we do want to know what's going on. How about our MC, Joe Rock, to break this all down?
1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pro Breaking Tour Invitational. My name is Joe Stelty, aka Joe Rock, and I will be your host for the evening. And I am joined by none other than my co-host, the Urban Action Figure. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ivan, the Urban Action Figure.
Yo, 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 what's up? Everybody over here, everybody over there, and everybody in the back. Make some noise, man. Wait, I don't think y'all ready. I said, make some noise. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, y'all. So, and I also want y'all to know who's providing the soundtrack to tonight. Tonight we got DJ Flag on the ones and twos and turntables, blessing us with the music. Give it up for DJ Flag, y'all. All right, today we got 8 of the best breakers in the world right here live for you. And what's going down is we're gonna be going round by round. Every round they go, you win a round, you win enough rounds, you advance. But the people that are gonna be evaluating them, if they go forward, is our judges. So make some noise for our judges, y'all. First up, representing Los Angeles Squadron Crew. Make some noise for Rocks Right, y'all. Red Bull BC1 All-Stars. Next up, representing California and Style Elements Crew all the way from Modesto, California. Make some noise for B-Boy Crumbs, y'all. And all the way from the Mecca, from New York City, representing Dynamic Rockers. Give it up for my man, Kid Glide, y'all. All right, so we're about to get into this first battle of the night. This first battle is gonna be 2 rounds. How many rounds, y'all? That's right, 2 rounds. And the first person we got coming to the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mace, all the way from Phoenix, representing California and TMB. Let's go. Mace is representing Phoenix, he's representing 2 crews, he's representing California, one of the greatest crews in the world, and another crew called the Maya Boys, aka TMB, y'all.
High flyer there.
And he's going up against Just Will, representing Atlanta Animated Rebels crew in the building, y'all. All right, y'all. This is going to be a 2-round battle. A 2-round battle. We got a clip of Just Will rocking right now. Just Will represent the ATL. Make some noise for Atlanta, y'all. Atlanta versus Phoenix going down
Just Will
on
was
the
a
floor.
last-minute replacement because one of the flights were missing. But I mean, he said he was ready to go. He hopped in the car and came over here for 4 hours.
ATL, Phoenix. All right, DJ Flick, drop that beat.
It's showtime. What time is it? Battle time. Freestyle, straight from the mind. Just Will and hope. Bass. Let's go. Come on. Hey.
Let's go, Mace.
Rock.
Mace is ready.
Just Will with the response. What you got?
Just Will for real.
Check the detail, y'all. Check the detail. All right, round 2.
Should I be talking more, or you just let it go?
Last round for Just Will. What you got?
What's gonna happen? Just Will. Just Will. Come on. Come on. Talk to him. Talk to him. Let him know.
Let's go.
Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give
Make some
it
noise
up.
for that last battle, y'all. Time to find out who's going on. Crowd, we're going to take it to our judges. Help me count it down. 3, 2, 1. Mace is moving on, y'all.
Mace moves on to the next round. Definitely one of the favorites of this evening.
Representing Atlanta.
What impressed you about his performance?
I mean, like I said, he's a high flyer, and he's to the point. You know, he just gets everything that he needs to say out and on the floor in your face. Just Will did great. He did a lot of intricate movements, forward freezes, and I mean, he did a great job. Just Mace is one of them guys, man.
So J-Rock introduces our next matchup, Castrito and Tahu in the second side of this quarterfinal round.
Hey.
J-Rock.
All right, and Castrito's going to be going up against B-Boy Tahu. Make some noise for Tahu, y'all.
Castrito from Mexico.
Represent South Carolina. Rock
And a local guy here, B-Boy Tahu.
DJ Flag. Let's go.
It's going to be a nice one.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Judges without grudges. Castrito. Tahu. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here's the stare down. I'll give $100 to whoever goes first. And y'all pay for it.
Castrito goes first.
Castrito, vámonos, vámonos, vámonos. Échale. Castrito.
Round 1.
Hey, 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 hey.
Your boy is nice. Let's go. Mexico's in the building.
Another high flyer.
Check the difficulty, y'all. Check the difficulty.
How difficult are these moves he's pulling off?
This is years of practice, for sure. You got to have the strength, you got to have the swing, you got to have the momentum.
It's one thing to be strong, and then to have the core strength's a whole nother conversation.
Yes. Top notch, top notch. Tahu getting the local crowd ready. Rock Force crew.
Best type man in the business. Ivan over there doing a great job.
Character.
goodness.
What your yoga instructor cannot do. Let's do it.
I love the interaction, too, between the competitors. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, taking his time.
Character. Hate to be a judge for this one. This one's going to be close. Castrito on the comeback.
Castrito, what you got?
It's basically a conversation on the floor, just saying, you know, I could do better than you. What you did wasn't that great, but what I can do is better.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah,
exactly. And this is the second round.
Basically answering with something similar, but a little bit more difficult.
Mace waiting in the wings for the winner of this matchup.
Yep.
Tahu, last round of the battle.
I think Ivan wants to join in.
I think he does.
It's a very infectious sport. That's what I love about it. Just so much energy.
Yes, it's, you know, it's connecting to the audience, you know, winning over the judges and getting the MC involved. So that's what hip hop's all about, just getting everybody involved.
Your boy got character. Battle tactics.
James Brown split. All
Give
right.
it up, y'all. Give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
That was a close one, man. You got Castrito kind of flying around, doing his thing, and then you got Tahu just
Mexico,
pulling out the
South
flavor
Carolina. Let's take
and
it to
listening
the
to the
judges.
music a
Crowd,
little
help
bit.
me out.
And, you know,
Here
doing
comes the
what
big
he
judge
do.
reveal.
Yeah. Tahu takes it on a close one. Nice.
So Mace and Tahu in our first semifinal.
Yes.
How about that?
Representing.
That's great.
I think his energy may have
Next
won it.
up
He
to the
took over this crowd
floor.
today.
I think it was the local energy giving him a little bit of food
Also representing
for his energy, and yeah,
B-Boy Ives, y'all.
he's ready to go.
We go to the bottom half of the bracket now.
And Ives is actually in the same crew as Tahu, so, and it's crazy because Ives is from Anchorage, Alaska, so very far away from
Going up
here.
against my man from North Carolina, representing Dancing on Air crew. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cody Souls.
Cody Souls, another local.
North Carolina's in the building.
And he's repping the home gear, the Pro Breaking Tour.
Yes.
You gotta love it.
So he gets points.
And by
He
North
gets
Carolina,
extra points.
I meant South Carolina. Let's go.
Watching these highlight videos coming in is a whole different element. It really brings out how
Alaska
athletic
versus
these guys
South
are.
Carolina.
That's from the freestyle
Who's gonna
session
take
USA National Championship last year, and he kind of made
Who's
a name for
hungry?
himself there and
Who came to
made
win?
himself here.
Whoever wants it, whoever needs it, we speak it. Yes, we live it. 2-round showdown, get down. What's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Cody Souls?
Can't really talk when Ivan's talking. So.
Hype man Ivan's got us ready for this quarterfinal matchup. Let's get things started.
Let's go, Cody. It's about to get hot, y'all. Let's go. Hometown hero.
Nice.
Check the threads, y'all. Check the threads.
Oh my goodness, Cody Souls.
He's hype.
Ives, your response. What you got, boy?
How will Ives respond? That hurt me just watching.
Ives feeds off the crowd and competition, so if somebody's throwing something crazy, he's going to come right back.
Because you have to impress those three men right back there on the judges.
Check the details, y'all. Check the details.
Well, he's got Kid Glide on his side, bobbing his head the whole way. That's got to be a good sign.
Nice.
Round two.
Cody's definitely a character. He stood out. That's how he stood out last year, and he's standing out today.
You talk about integrating to the music too. These performers are really good at playing off the sounds of the song.
I mean, that's the dance. You know, you got to embody the music and let the crowd feel everything that you're doing.
Ooh, inside out style. Let's go.
Oh. He's going after it.
Details, baby.
Ives on the comeback.
This is the second and final round. Let's see what he has in store.
Let's go, Ives. Back of the wrist.
Love the embrace at the end. Cody Schultz at Icy Eyes.
I was like, wait, I thought it was going to.
Yeah, we're keeping this going.
He wanted to keep going. He's having too much fun. This is going to be a close one, man.
Comes down to the three most important people in the building,
Let's
the
take it
judges.
to the judges. Crowd, help me out. 3, 2.
Icy Eyes takes
Ives to the semifinal.
That was super close, man. Big ups to Cody.
That might have been the best one we've seen so far.
Yeah, it was very tight.
Cody Souls, job well done, even in defeat.
All right, y'all.
He's loving it, man. It's representing.
Next to the floor.
So here comes our fourth quarterfinal.
New York City Street Masters crew. I need B-Boy Pop, y'all. B-Boy Pop to the floor. Let's go, Pop. Let's go, Pop.
There's B-Boy Pop making his way on.
Representing New York, the Mecca where it all started. And he'll be going up against
Pop's known for some crazy freezes, as you'll see on the screen. He's got crazy strength. And he's still super young, so this is like the two youngest competitors head to head. Nels won. Shout out to Breaking MIA. He's from Miami. Out there with logistics, with Zeku and all the crew out there.
And as you mentioned, put on quite a performance at the freestyle session last year.
Yep. That's why he has a highlight video here too, so.
Let's go, 2-round showdown.
Hype man Ivan gets us started, and we begin the fourth quarterfinal. B-Boy Pop and Nels 1.
Nels 1 is on the floor.
Miami versus New York City.
The eye contact is incredible here. It is a straight up stare down in round 1.
Sometimes it's borderline fighting, you know, without touching.
Hey, wear your emotions on your chest, and that's something that Nels 1 definitely loves to bring.
Here's Pop on the response. Pop's crew, Street Masters, is also based in Miami, so he's a New York B-boy, but he's a historic crew from out that way.
Ivan brings up a great question. How is B-Boy Pop pulling off these moves?
Sometimes I don't know.
Does that impress the judge when you see something that doesn't usually get done?
Of course. But you know, like ultimately this is a dance. You have to do everything to the music, so it's only impressive as much as that.
Yeah, style points only get you so far.
Yes.
Fourth and final quarterfinal round. Trip to the semis against Icy Ives coming up.
Nels 1 with a little short round, giving Pop a little hole. And he taking advantage.
Last man of the battle. Let's go, Pop.
So he's telling him he was pointing the wrong direction. The freezes are pretty much like guns. You have to point in the direction of the opponent most of the time.
That's a big part of the scoring, too, is how you hold those freezes.
judges judge on that as well.
What do y'all think of that last battle? Was that good?
Let's figure out the fourth and final participant in the semifinals.
And then we're going to go into the semifinals after our break.
Moment you've been waiting for. Who's moving on? B-Boy Pop or Nels 1?
2, 1.
Oh, by a 2-1 margin.
By a 2-1 margin. That was the closest battle as far as the judges are concerned. I don't know if the audience agreed with that. It was kind of like,
yeah, B-Boy Pop may have the style points, but Nels 1 gets it done.
You're getting the hip-hop going.
Hey, and
you're
with
rapping.
that, we'll show you the updated bracket because we got to get to the semifinals after this commercial break. So, Mace and Tahu move on. Icy Ives was great. He battled a good competition with Cody Souls, and then Nels won late. What do you think of this semifinal matchup?
This is great, man. I mean, two high flyers. Well, actually, Mace high flyer, Ives, amazing energy. Nels won, doing his thing, and Tahu just, connecting and doing his thing. So
this is a future Olympic sport in the 2024 games, and we're seeing plenty of excitement so far. The Pro Breaking Tour begins its fall season here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We're proud to bring it to you. We'll have the semifinals after this on our ESPN 8 Ocho coverage of the Pro Breaking Tour. Welcome back to Rock Hill, South Carolina. The Pro Breaking Tour Invitational continues. Semi-final round action, and we kick it back down to my man, Joe Rock. Take it away, Joe.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the Pro Breaking Tour Invitational. This is the semi-final round. We're going down to the 4 best dancers of the night. And first to the floor, I need B-Boy Tahu, representing Rock Force crew, y'all, to the floor. He will be going up against Mace, representing TMB, California, VBN, and MZK. This battle is going to be 3 rounds, y'all. 3 rounds, and Mace is going to start us off. DJ Flip, what you got? Let's go, Mace.
Lou might want to give him some batteries.
Mace is not messing around in this round 1. I want to know what he has in store for rounds 2 and 3.
I don't think Mace ever messes around.
took care of Just Will in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Tahu with the win over Castrito.
Tahu, let's go, baby.
Oh.
Now, Tahoe's not afraid to let you know. He's going to get in your face. And
not at all.
Really challenge his competitor. I like that.
He's in one of the top crews in the nation, so he's,
Let's go, baby.
he definitely doesn't hurt his ego at all to be in that crew.
Check the details, y'all.
Nice.
Maybe a possible Olympics preview in 2024. This is fascinating stuff in the semifinals.
There's going to be 3 rounds, so it's just a tad, one more round longer, so show a little bit more of their arsenal.
Phoenix is going to represent.
Oh my gosh.
Check the strength, y'all. And the response.
You know how important those freezes are. And I feel like that's the strength of Tahu. We can really.
That's basically the exclamation point on the end of your sentence. Or paragraph, depending on how long you are.
Hey, in 3 rounds, you might have a whole soliloquy rolling here in this matchup.
Details, baby. Details.
Who's caught your eye so far?
Man, it's Ives, definitely, and Mace are my go-tos right now. What's going on over there?
Sometimes the dancers are too powerful, it's too hot to handle. I think that's the case in this semifinal matchup. Up to the 3rd round.
It's do or die right here.
Okay, Cross, you and I are next. We're going on the stage. We're going to tag team it in 2 rounds and play off each other because this stuff is amazing.
Last
round of the battle with Tahu.
Tahu, take us home, baby.
You got some gas in the tank. Signature Rock Force wrist freezes.
I think the tank's plenty full. What a performance to close out round 3.
Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Come on, y'all, give it up now.
They get in the heat of the moment, they won't even shake hands or nothing.
Thanks to
they
our
gotta snap out of it.
man Ivan for keeping the pace at the end of a competitive semifinal.
Help me out.
Who's moving on to the championship?
Master Mace, 2-1. That was a close one. Tahu really making a name for himself today.
What do you think the difference was for Mace there?
All right, to the floor.
You know, I think with Tahu, his style is on the ground. He's doing his finesse. He's doing forward. He's showing a little bit of character. We got Mace over here just flying around and just stopping on the dime and also doing everything else too. So yeah, it's kind of a contrast of styles. You know, it's kind of hard to judge sometimes, but Mace pulled it out with just.
Nails one is going to start us off.
Just enough. So here's the youth matchup for the semifinals. Icy Ives and Nels one.
Breaking MIA.
It's Monster Energy versus Red Bull here.
If you're not amped for this, I don't know how you couldn't be here on ESPN2. Pro Breaking Tour, and our first look at the fall season. We've been off to a dazzling start.
Ives on the comeback, Rebel DC1. He's been representing all year long on tour with Red Bull, so.
Oh my goodness.
On the beat, y'all.
Icy Ives with an impressive first round for sure.
Round two.
Clean. Both ways,
Nice,
y'all.
both ways.
All right, let's go.
Trip to the finals against Mace on the line. A 2-1 win over top.
Wow.
Musicality, baby. Let's go.
Ives has been traveling a lot too. He went from Columbia last week all the way to Anchorage, Alaska, all the way back over this way in a matter of a couple days. So
man of many continents and many talents.
Yes, sir.
Third and final round. Nails one.
Nails the young gunner, breaking MIA. Now teaching over there in Miami.
Let's go, baby. Last man in the battle. Ives, take us home, baby.
Last chance for ICI here.
This is when the drinks kick in.
Especially two matchups in.
Yeah.
Coming up on 5 rounds. Big test. Yeah, there's the Miami flavor.
Somebody came to win, y'all.
Oh.
Rock Force Crew.
Nice. Great sportsmanship by the two. Who is taking this?
Who's going to the finals? Is it Nels 1
Anchorage
for
or
Monster
Miami?
or IC Ives for Red Bull?
Crowd, help me out. 3, 2, 1.
IC Ives takes it.
On, y'all.
Okay, so
Make some
IC
noise
Ives
for Nels
and Mace
Ryan, all the
in
way
the
from
final.
Miami.
Both had to
20 years
squeak
old,
it
y'all,
out.
20 years old.
What do these two bring to the table in this final match?
And we about to get
They
into
bring
another
pretty
commercial
much
break.
everything
Crowd,
you
thank
could
so
do
much for being
in
so great
breaking.
tonight.
So,
You guys are wonderful.
I mean, the dope dancing in the beginning, footwork, flavor, freezes, power moves. Just really great at putting it all together and just, putting it out there, connecting with the audience. You know what I mean?
Well, this audience is in for a treat because we have the championship finals coming up. Mace to the finals takes on IC Ives in the Pro Breaking Tour Invitational. We've had plenty of fun moments so far. Stick around. The championships when we return here from Rock Hill, South Carolina. The Pro Breaking Tour Invitational is brought to you by Manscaped. Visit manscaped.com now and level up your grooming game. Let's level up the Pro Breaking Tour because we're down to the championship final. Here's how the bracket has unfolded today in an entertaining hour of competition. Mace has made his way through, defeating Just Will, taking down Tahu, and now he faces Icy Ives, who had to squeak one out over Cody Souls early. Another tight matchup versus Nels one. Pretty entertaining final coming up.
This is a great final. This is some young gunners, one from Alaska with Ives and one from Arizona in Mace, and yeah, the battle of the A's.
So we have this matchup right here, but tons more coming up on ESPN2 for our ESPN 8, the Ocho coverage. We'll continue with the Ocho show right here. And then, of course, one of my favorite events, the Slippery Stairs at 7 o'clock, all leading to the competitive cornhole finals. I mean, there's stuff to watch all day long, but good luck riding up those slippery stairs.
I'm excited for the air guitar myself. So,
I can see a little musical instrument there, Crosby. You got some fire in you. And then USA Dodgeball at 6 o'clock, all leading to World Chase Tag at 10:30 to close out the night. So if you could draw it up, we got all the fun sports for you.
Oh, definitely. That's a whole 12 hours worth of quality stuff there.
And that's what makes this whole day entertaining. When we come back, we're going to lead you to the championship of the Pro Breaking Tour. Who's going to take home the title, Mace or Icy Ives? We'll have it for you after this from Rock Hill, South Carolina, when we return. Welcome back to Rock Hill, South Carolina for the Pro Breaking Tour. We're coming up on the championship final. And let's show you how one of our competitors, Mace, got to this point in the tournament because he's been special from the very start.
So Mace, he's a high-flying, he's got a lot of strength in his movements, so powerful endings, a lot of air moves, and yeah, his character shines through too. Look at that stare, gives you that death stare, and that little smirk that he knows that he's going to do something better than you 9 times out of 10.
Wins over Just Will and Tahu to get to this point in the championship final. And plenty of personality from our next competitor. As you see Mace there getting all loose, but how about Icy Ives? He's got the flash, the persona to his performance.
He's got the musicality on his side, the intricate movements, level and direction changes, his character and soul, and throwing a little bit of flexibility in the mix as well. So Ives is definitely doing his thing today, and I don't know how because he's been traveling like a madman. So today is going to be great with these two young gunners. We got Mace from California crew.
Let's send it down to our MC. Joe Rock, take it away.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Pro Breaking Tour Invitational. This is the final round. We got the 2 best dancers from 8 dancers who are the best in the world rocking for you right now for the grand prize. I'm joined with my co-host, the urban action figure, a.k.a. Ivan. Make some noise, y'all. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's been here and everybody that's been tuning in. And I wanted to give you guys some context to the character of the people that you see on the dance floor before we get into this next battle. First up in the finals, make some noise all the way from Anchorage, Alaska, B-Boy Ives, y'all.
Ives from Rock Forest Crew, representing Red Bull.
This brother Ives, he started when he was 11 years old. He's 26. His very first big competition that he won was Massive Monkeys Day in 2016, and he just co-founded a dance studio called Flow Zone in Anchorage to give back to his community. He's a pillar, he's a leader, he's a killer. And this guy right here, my man Mace, this is what you call a thoroughbred. My man started when he was 5 years old, and within 3 years, at the young age of 8, he was at his very first battle called Chels Battle Pro, all the way in France at 8 years old. My man is 18, and he's coming to win, y'all. Make some noise for my man Mace.
Master Mace, Vicious by Nature, California.
All right, this is the finals. It's going to be 3 rounds. But before we go, crowd, I need y'all to get hype on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
The crowd is hyped. They're ready.
And with that, we begin the finals. Mace and Icy Ives.
Nastiest B-boy goes first. came to win, hits the floor first. Mace.
And the young superstar, Mason, 18 years old, takes this away. To complete that story earlier, when he was 5 years old, he saw the movie Happy Feet. It got him into the sport of pro breaking tour. He's been all into it ever since.
Nice.
And you mentioned the character of Mace. He shows it every time after those final holds.
Yeah, it's crazy because he'll be really quiet in the corner and not say anything, but when he gets on the floor, he's just really loud with his movements, crazy facial gestures, and just rocking that music. Nice.
Musicality, let's go, baby.
We begin round 2. 3 rounds total. Icy Ives has won with a couple of split decisions to get to this point. Mace has dominated until the semis when he took down Tahu. Well, boy, he looks ready to go today.
This guy's definitely not holding back.
What a statement there from Icy Ives.
He's ready. that crowd is definitely feeding his soul.
I love that it's 2 performers who've done this their entire lives, right? Icy Ives started at 11, Mace started at 5 years old, and they are bringing it on this championship final.
This is the you would say next generation, but it's the now generation because it's right now and they're doing their thing.
And what you're watching today, folks, this will be in the Olympics in 2024. So just a taste of what's to come for the Pro Breaking Tour.
Yep. And next week they'll be at the Philly Open. Check out myudef.org for info on that.
Entire fall season from August to November, and we've been treated to an excellent start here in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Nice. Pulling out some new movements and all kinds of stuff here.
Love the sportsmanship at the end, and a great performance from Mace and Icy Ives.
Nice.
So now it's time to crown a champion.
Yes, it is. Let's see what happens.
We're about to find out who won, but first,
they put it all on the floor.
I need to tell y'all a little bit about this tour. Pro Breaking Tour, we've been in the game for 9 years, over 300 events, y'all. If you want to support our work, you can go to myudef.com. Follow along. We're the largest professional breaking tour in the world, and we're coming to a city near you. But let's take it to the judges. Crowd, help me out. 3, 2, 1.
Takes it down.
Let's go.
Force crew, Red Bull, everybody.
Let's go.
The straight sweep for Icy Ives. What an impressive performance. What stood out today in his victory?
Alaska.
Like I said, character, soul, level directions, direction changes. I mean, intricate moves, musicality. He had it all. Throwing a little bit of flexibility in there and just, you know, those death stares, man.
All the performers on the stage now, but the man of the hour is Icy Ives, the champion of the Pro Breaking Tour on ESPN 8 The Ocho. Get the celebratory photos and really took over the show down the stretch.
He did. Man, so what did you think?
Hey, I want to do it next. Sign me up, because this stuff is fantastic.
The guy's got a cipher going on right now, so you can do your thing right now.
We'll take the time out, and when we come back, talk to the champion, Icy Ives, as he takes home the Pro Breaking Tour title here from Rock Hill, South Carolina. From the Pro Breaking Tour Invitational. A lot of big competition today, Cross One, but we had some big standouts down the stretch.
Yes, we did, and we're here with one of the highlighted B-boys that won the whole thing. But yeah, right here on the stage, right here on the screen, we got Ives on the floor right here.
This was
played a lot of movements all across the board. He was in the zone, man.
Great final. You see the entertainment on the floor of the Pro Breaking Tour. This is a communal sport. That's what I love about it. And we are joined by the champion on ESPN 8 The Ocho. You talk about entertainment. Icy Ives, you put on a professor performance today. What do you think of this environment and being able to perform your best in front of all these people on ESPN?
Oh, man, it's a blessing, you know. To me, the W's, the accomplishment, it's all a plus for me. I'm just trying to carry the legacy on of my crew, my family. Just here to have fun and inspire, you know. That's what it's about.
So, I mean, you've been traveling all over the world, man. So, how? I mean, I'm asking, how did you do it today? Because you look like you were just fresh and just ready to go.
Man, it wasn't like the best year for me to start. You know, I took some injuries, I took some L's. Started a stressful business, and just learning how to balance life, because I put life first before anything else. So to me, it was just kind of like I was on autopilot, you know. I only had 3 hours of sleep, jet lag. We just got back from Colombia together, you know how it is. And I just came with what I had, you know. Hopped on the call with one of my mentors, and he guided me throughout the process, to be honest.
That's what's up.
So you spent a lot of your time in Anchorage, Alaska, and I know growing the sport and giving back to the community is huge to you. How important is a day like this to get exposure for your sport and to help the folks back in Anchorage?
Man, again, all of this is a plus to me, you know. To inspire is what I do at the end of the day, but for this platform in particular, it's a blessing. You know, they could have picked any dancer in the state besides us 8. I was blessed enough to be a part of it, and hopefully this is a start of something new to hopefully get other people in the game in terms of, you know, sponsors and whatnot. This is a start of breaking. It's growing, so I'm glad I'm living in this time.
So this was so what's next for you?
Focus on our crew.
I thought you were going to say celebrate with that trophy right here, this plaque for champion.
It's all a plus, but my crew, Rock Force crew, we have a big year this year. We got invited to one of the most prestigious crew battles, Battle of the Year. And before that, we have your event, Freestyle Session Worldwide, coming up in November. So after this, really, is just focusing on the crew, giving back to my community, and seeing what we could bring in for this culture of hip-hop, you know what I mean?
In your school, right?
100%. Studio back home, Flow Zone. Shout out to my studio, my staff. What up, y'all?
Icy Ives, thank you so much. Shout out to the champion today, taking home the Pro Breaking Tour title. We appreciate the time.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, job well done by Icy Ives. And here's what's coming up for the Pro Breaking Tour.
Next week, we're in Philly for the Philly Open, A-Fatty Philly Open in Philadelphia. August 21st, we got United Styles in Boston, Massachusetts.
Then you go to my hometown, Los Angeles, October 15th. I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, we got 2 events out there. So also later this month, we got Freestyle Session Special Edition in San Francisco. Then going into September, the end of the month, B-Boy City, USA, one of the longest running events in Texas. Then we got Rock City in LA, October 15th and 16th, going into Temple Rock Volume 8 in Orlando, Florida, October 21st to 23rd. Then we got the PBT Open. And then 2 weeks later, we have Freestyle Session 2022, which is the 25th anniversary.
So for people to get a glimpse of the Pro Breaking Tour today, how important is an event like this to promote the 2024 Olympics when this sport heads to Paris?
It's very important. I mean, this is basically the first event that's ever been televised in this generation, at least. So, you know, if you want to see more, go to myudef.com and come check it out in person.
Cross One, excellent job today. I mean, you see the energy, the enthusiasm. This crowd was into it, and Icy Ives and Mace, they performed, and Ives with the championship.
Definitely. Our organization, we couldn't ask for anything better today. You did a great job, Evan, for seeing it for the first time. And yeah, man, this is a very special moment for us, and hopefully we'll be able to do it again next year.
It's a busy day of ESPN 8 The Ocho coverage, and certainly glad the Pro Breaking Tour can be a part of that, right? We saw the cornhole, we see the slippery stairs, a new look at a brand new sport that's starting to take over. Really neat to see it all unfold today. Free T-shirts being handed out, the championship with Icy Ives. He talks about sharing to the community. Well, he shared a great performance for all of us. We want to thank you for joining us from Rock Hill, South Carolina. For my partner, Cross One, I'm Evan Bodrovich and our hardworking crew. We sign off from Rock Hill, South Carolina. It's Icy Eyes, the champion of the Pro Breaking Tour Invitational. What a treat here for our ESPN 8 The Ocho coverage.
It's the greatest thing you've never seen. Welcome to the U.S. Air Guitar National Finals, presented by Founders Brewing. I'm your host, Rob the Marquis Messel, the reigning air guitar world champion. And alongside me is one of the best to ever do it, 4-time U.S. champion, 2-time air guitar world champion, Matt Aristotle Burns.
That is right, folks. Hundreds of contestants have competed, shredded, crushed beer cans, broken bones for their chance to duke it out tonight to be crowned the U.S. Air Guitar National Champion. If you are new to this, if you're new to air guitar, you're in for a treat. This is a part rock show, part improv show, and the most fun that you will ever have in your entire life.
U.S. Air Guitar was founded in 2003 and holds competitions all over the United States in 2 rounds. The preliminary round, where each competitor performs to a 60-second song of their choice, followed by the championship round, where things get a little interesting. There, each competitor is going to spin the Wheel of Death, which will choose the song for them. There are 6 options on the wheel, and wherever it lands, that's what they're going to play.
But to get there, you have to have a high enough score. That's right, guys. This is a scored competition. We have 3 judges who will give you a score from 4.0, the worst score you can get, to a 6.0, the best score you can get. Therefore, a perfect rock and roll score, obviously, is a 666.
That's